Hello, hello, hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome, Mr. Nubbles, Zara, Status MTG Bot, of course, Rollsy, how goes it tonight? Gibbage, Polyball, Electau, oh my goodness, Taco Yielding, The Machine WP. What's going on tonight, everyone? How are you doing on this fine Thursday evening? I'm super excited. This is one of my favorite times of the Magic year when we finally get to start playing a brand new standard format. What's up, Luis and Vera and Roldy and Catchy Paws? How's it going tonight, everybody? The live Commander Clash was fun, you guys. Was it as fun for you guys as it was for us? I hope that this isn't the last time it happens. Maybe consider doing it for a season finale. Yeah, the live Commander Clash was super sweet. Oh man, Counter Cleric, thank you so much for the subscription. If I missed your sub, I shouted out all of them at the end of the stream last night, but if I missed it, so sorry. It was definitely weird getting used to doing Commander Clash Live. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on that, though. If you were here for Commander Clash Live last night, how was it from your perspective? So I know, like, the middle was a bit clunky, switching decks. That's something I'll definitely work on if we do that again, so the transition goes a little smoother. So I felt bad about that. I felt bad about not knowing how to do the shoutouts properly. I think next time we'll just do them all to end. Hey, what's up, Stu? This is a list you hated? This was a list that I liked. I picked this list out of the other options of green-red dinosaurs. It is all over the place, but it's got Walking Ballistas and Glorybringers. Why would you not want Glorybringer in your Dinosaur Tribal deck? It was awesome. The rumblings about this mythical pirate deck. Yes, I've been hunting for this Legacy Pirate deck. It very well may be a troll. I don't even know anymore. I don't know what to think. Trickle, for the third month in a row, says, love the stream, thanks for all the content. Well, thank you so much for your subscription. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Big Soups here for our new subscriber. Yeah, so I don't know about the pirate list. I'm glad people seem to generally like the live Commander Clash. Yeah, the stream replay is up. It's also going to go up for a Commander Clash episode on the normal channel too, so keep an eye out for that. What's the combo with the pirate deck? I don't know. I keep hearing different random things. Something about the 2-mana blink card that came out in Ixalan that, like, blinks a creature, but if it's a pirate, you get to also draw a card. I don't know if that's actually true. I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah, all the deck lists would have been a good idea. Anyway, let's do our reminders. We can talk more about Commander Clash in the mythical pirate deck that I don't know what to think. I have people, like, I've heard people talking about it to the point where they're saying they're, like, scooping leagues at 4-0 so they don't get the list published. Then I have other people message me saying, oh, I talked to this person and I think it's actually like a troll, and it's all this massive troll by this group of legacy players to get everyone all, like, hyped up. So I don't even know. I don't know. I'm hoping I eventually find it. There's a bounty out, a signed Blood Moon for the first person that finds the pirate list. King Krenko, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops here for our new subscriber. Well, I'm glad to have you, Shrana. So let's do our reminders. First off, MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube. If you want to check out any of the old streams or this stream if you missed part of it, or if you missed Commander Clash Live, that whole stream is up there. It is a super long one. Thank you, Klep. It's like over 4 hours, but if you want to check it out, make sure to check out the replay YouTube. Normal YouTube, we had some sweet Against the Odds action last night, playing some Liliana Tribal. Also had a 5-color Seance deck today from Zach Elsick. So if you're not familiar with Zach Elsick, Zach Elsick is one of my favorite deck builders. I just love Zach Elsick as a brewer and deck builder. Super excited that he's going to be writing for the channel. Starting tonight, actually, you'll have the first MTG Goldfish Zach Elsick article. So if you like brewing, kind of on a more competitive, like pro-ish level, definitely check that out. He's going to be writing about standard and modern I think every Thursday, at least most Thursdays, his tournament schedule, depending. But Zara, for the 5th month in a row, welcome back to the Fishbowl, says, thanks for the amazing content. Got me back into MTG. Love the janky decks. Keep it up. My name is pronounced Zaira. Oh, all right, that makes sense. Hey, thank you so much, Zaira. Definitely appreciate it. And Sean Fireball, welcome you to the Fishbowl as well. Big scoops here for our resubscriber. Finally, the merch page. We still have Get Wrecked t-shirts or Get Rexed t-shirts. So if you are looking to support the stream and the channel and the site, check that out. Get some tokens or t-shirts or playmats or whatever else is on there. So definitely keep that in mind. Also, we do have donations available down below. If you're interested, not required, always appreciated. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. Also, one big apology. If you subbed yesterday and I missed it, I'm so sorry. The Commander Clash live stream is different and weird. Next time, I'm going to handle the subs differently, so I make sure everyone gets shouted out, like at the end. I'm going to tell everyone beforehand. If you sub during the stream, when there's a break or at the end, I'm just going to give everyone a huge shout out. Make sure everyone's in there. So super sorry for that. Parody, welcome to the Fishbowl. And also, there was someone else. Edwix, welcome you as well. Big scoops here for our new subscribers. So I'm super excited because it is finally Ixalan time. We're playing Ixalan Standard Constructed. Yo-Yo Kaz, how's it going tonight? Hello from the US. Good to have you. So we're playing straight up like dinosaurs. We are essentially dinosaur tribal, and there is not much trickiness going on with this deck. We are playing the biggest, most efficient dinosaurs all along the curve. So basically what we're looking to do, we have 6 ramp spells at 2 mana. We have 4 Drover the Mighty, can sometimes be a 3/3 in this deck, which is pretty nice. Also, the Autopic Huntmaster that makes our dinosaurs cheaper. So we're hoping to ramp onto, and that lets us start playing Ripjaw Raptor, which is just so big and so powerful on turn 3, perhaps. Regisar Alpha comes down with haste on turn 4, makes more dinosaurs, gives them trample, gives us haste, gives our Carnage Tyrant that can come down on turn 5 haste to smash face. We also have Walking Ballista, which is not a dinosaur, but has some nice synergy with Ripjaw Raptor. We can do the ping our own raptor to draw cards if the game goes a long trick. We also have a couple of Chandras to generate card advantage, kill some stuff. As far as removal, we have 1 Glorybringer. Looks a little bit weird, but it's a really powerful card. I'm not sure if I should just be a 4th Regisar Alpha, but we have 1 Chandra, or 1 Glorybringer, then we have some Abrades and Lightning Strikes for targeted removal, and then Commune with Dinosaurs to go digging for our big dinosaurs. Mana base pretty simple, a few deserts thrown in to make our big dinosaurs even bigger. Works well with like Carnage Tyrant with the trample damage. In the sideboard, nothing too crazy going on. For the aggro matchups, we have Ether Spheres for life gain, Chandra's Defeat for Ramadan Bread, Sweltering Suns as our sweeper, more Glorybringers for some hasty flying, shooting stuff down action. Another Carnage Tyrant for control is super good. Vance's Blasting Cannons, also primarily for control or mid-range decks. That's kind of our trump card there. Heroic Intervention to save our stuff against Wraths, like Carnage Tyrant. I don't know how a control deck, barring Settle the Wreckage, ever beats a Carnage Tyrant if we have a Heroic Intervention up. And then Azakan Archer, I'm not exactly sure what this is targeted at. It kills little things. It's a good blocker, has reach, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Dazzle, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. You can post a YouTube link if it's Magic related. I don't know if I'll be able to watch it on stream, but anyway, this is what we're going to battle with tonight. Green-red dinosaurs. Oh yes, we also have Savage Stomp, which I was skeptical of this card, but I think it might actually be good with dinosaurs. 1 mana fight is actually pretty good. The +1/+1 counter is nice. Super good with Carnage Tyrant thanks to Hexproof, so we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely excited to give some new standard action a try, so we're going to jump into a league, see if we can feed the children, win some treasure chests, which are pretty good value at the moment, although we'll probably open super badly anyway. So yeah, dinosaurs in standard. Hopefully, over the course of the different series and streams, hopefully we'll be able to play all the tribes of Ixalan. What do you predict the record will be with this deck? I'm gonna go with 4-1. I don't know. I'm actually feeling pretty hopeful about this deck. I think it can actually be pretty good. Can I name my firstborn child Panharmonicon? I don't know if I could get away with that. But I will give it a try. All right, leagues, standard. I think let's just do a competitive league. We might as well. I feel like dinosaurs are competitive. I have very high hopes for this deck. So let's see if we can get the Dino 5-0. Is it good with Carnage Tyrant? Hexproof means it can't be targeted. Hexproof means it can't be targeted by our opponent's stuff. We can still target it. And Hexproof means our opponent can't blow it out with removal and response to fizzle the fighting. No Mrs. Olive, but no matter who Mrs. Olive ends up being, I imagine that Panharmonicon would be a tough sell for the firstborn child's name. It would take, maybe that's how you know it's the one. When I meet the woman who is willing to name her firstborn child Panharmonicon, gotta put a ring on it. What do you think about the price of Diamond Mox Diamond? Is it temporary speculation, or will it rise and never go down? So it might go down a little bit, but it is reserve list, so I don't expect that it will actually crash. So, but usually once those type of cards spike, they do trend back down a little bit, but not all the way to where they were before. We'll play first with our dinos, and this hand. So much power, so little mana for casting things. I mean, heart of the cards? Heart of the cards, chat? Is that where we're at? There was a vampire tribal deck that we did, kind of a hypothetical one in one of the articles, but I haven't actually played it yet. But that's the list we have right now. Mo. Heart of the cards! If we draw 4 lands in a row, we have Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, we'll mulligan. Alright. I think we're actually gonna keep deck. I think we're gonna keep this. If we get 1 land, we have a ton of ramp. We have removal. That's not a land. As far as horrible hands go, at least this one is completely unlocked with just one land. We gotta try it. Oh, I loaded the wrong version. I mean, it's the right version as far as the cards, but it's the wrong version as far as having pretty lands. The deck lists are exactly the same. I feel like I'm missing something with Carnage Tyrant between Doomfall and Trial. Feels like there is enough edicts alongside Rast to handle it. Yeah, I mean, there are ways to deal with it, thank God. But, oh, I think our opponent might be dinosauring too. Land? Yes! Game on. I think we're just going to play Huntmaster. If something dies, I'd rather have it be Huntmaster, which isn't real ramp. It doesn't ramp into other things. So if our opponent's just going to kill something with Harness Lightning here, I would rather it be that. Opponent has Servant of the Conduit. Sure. Well, I feel like if we... Ooh, Savage Stomp. Okay. Sure. Oh, no, that's not... This needs to be a tribal sorcery dinosaur. Well, Kill Servant, I guess. Yeah, it could be Pummeler. It's definitely some sort of energy deck. Unfortunately, this hand is not shaping up for us the way... Yeah, if this was tribal dinosaur sorcery, 1 less to cast, we would have just fought. It would have been sweet. It's probably good that they don't make tribal sorceries very much. Hey, what's up, awesome dude? So sorry about your donation being delayed. I definitely did shout it out, but been playing something very similar. Ooh, let me see. Alright, Harness Lightning. Sure. Are we both stuck on 2 lands? That would make me happy. That would make me very happy. We have a donation. Oop, opponent's not stuck. From 595... Let me see. Pulling it up. Never fast enough when it pops up on the screen. All right, we're gonna do this for a land, unfortunately. For from 595-02413, $3. Hit our Raptors, draw some cards. 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 Yes. Hopefully we actually get to that. Man, I'm very glad we put those cards to the bottom. There was not a lot going on there. Unfortunately, our mana is still super awkward here. I'm not happy about that. With the new Ghost Quarter, Remnant Excavator, Renegade Rallier, Aven Mind Sensor, and Standard, what do you think about green-white, Death, Lizard, and Taxes in the format? It sounds like something that could be worth brewing. It sounds really fun. I like your green-red monsters list, awesome dude. Got a nice little energy sub-theme. I think something bad is going to happen this turn that we probably can't deal with. Okay, that's far less bad than I was imagining. The Middling Mage for the 8 month in a row, I played like 3 copies of the sealed version of this deck in my league. Stinks to be the non-dino deck in sealed. Tell us about it. Oh my god. Our sealed pool was so bad. I think getting a 3-2 with that sealed pool was one of my proudest streaming moments. Not more red mana. Alright, play Drover the Mighty. Play a Mountain. Ugh. Now our opponent can Glorybringer. And that's so bad for us. Oh, this draw is so horrible. How much would you fetch lands in Standard now? I mean, fetch lands are very powerful. There's a Glorybringer. Our life is over. Yup. Gets in, exerts. No double green mana. Guess what most of our dinosaurs are. Attack! Alright, hit our opponent, pass the turn. Are you making against the odds with Sunbird's Invocation? I'm sure we'll probably end up playing Sunbird's Invocation at some point. Oh, Lord. Alright, well. This, we mulliganed. We drew super poorly. So, very, well, most decks look bad when you run really bad. $40 from Sandman Nest. Love the stream. Excited for the new Zach content. Can't wait. Sandman, thank you so much for the donation. That is amazing. Amazing. That's the biggest donation we've had in a long time. Thank you so much, Sandman. And yeah, I'm super excited to have Zach writing articles too. Like I was saying before, Zach is one of my favorite deck builders when it comes to modern especially, but also standard. So I'm super excited to have his articles and his content. I look forward to reading them. Do you think they'll bring back Tybo cards in the winter set? Seems unlikely. Probably not. I don't think Wizards really wants to have tribal cards, like tribal sorceries and stuff being a thing. Well, you can see the problem with that hand. We just drew this pile. that was our draw. We mulliganed, and we just drew this pile of cards over and over again. And we didn't draw any of these piles of cards that actually do things. So, I'm interested in this matchup, and not dying to Glorybringer. That would be nice. I guess we could bring in our own Glorybringers to beat Glorybringer. Chandra's Defiance does kill Glorybringer, but it's not a great removal spell. Vance's Blasting Cannon seems like a reasonable way to go long. It might actually just be better than Chandra in this matchup, since Chandra dies to Glorybringer? I don't know about that, though. What do you think of this deck? Let me see. Glinate. Ooh, and doubling season from Mr. Nubbles. Esper Tezzeret. That looks pretty spicy. Tezzeret seems like it might have a chance now in Ixalan Standard. How do we do this? What are we going down? That's the big question. I guess our Savage Stomps put an end to Glorybringer shenanigans pretty well. Chandra actually kills Glorybringer. We gotta cut 2 cards if we're bringing in the enchantments. What are they going to be, though? And we only have 30 seconds to figure it out. Maybe we go down 1 commune and 1 huntmaster. Try it like that. I think Savage Stomp is our best way of killing our opponent's Glorybringers, though. Let's just get a reasonable hand this time. We're playing some green-red Dinosaurs. We'll play first. Alright. This is a little slower than I was hoping, but we actually have powerful cards this time, which counts as something. That's because we're always talking during sideboarding. Let's play Forest. We might end up cycling Sheltered Thicket. Pass the turn. I don't know if I want to bring in Chandra's Defeat for a deck that doesn't have that many red creatures. That's my concern with Chandra's Defeat. Like, it does kill Glorybringer, but it doesn't kill many of the other cards in their deck. I think there's definitely lots of things you can debate as far as, ooh, alright, let's commune. Lithinel RS, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. There goes a blasting cannon. Well, we'll just take another Regisar. We don't really need another land, so that's the only real option. Would have been nice to hit a 3-mana dinosaur, but I mean, we are on the play, which means, I mean, our opponent's just going to have a hard time dealing with these cards. They're so big. Win on turn 2 in Modern, eh? Snapcaster Obsidat Bruna. That is pretty spicy. Reanimating Bruna. I have not actually seen that happening. Ooh, that's good. That's a card we can cast right now. Alright, let's Deathcord Scavenger. I don't actually think we exile. I think we'd rather keep it for future exiling and pumpings. Standard combo, Jake? Alright, opponent has Rogue Refiner. Sure. Our stuff is just going to be bigger than that. Ooh, and a Braid. Well, yes, wow. We could have Braid, but we're just going to run out Ripjaw. Ripjaw is very good. And I think we attack with Death Gorge. That dies to a reasonable amount of removal. I guess our opponent could Harness Lightning, but still. So get in with Death Gorge. Exile, Attune with Ether. If our opponent wants to trade, sure. Has Richard thought about offering access to the deck list tool on a subscription basis for streamers? I don't know. That would be a question I would have to ask him. You haven't missed much yet, Patrick. We're still in match 1. We lost the first game of the match on a mulligan. An Esh combo. Ooh. I remember making a hypothetical list like that. It looks super janky and fun. Yeah, Ripjaw Raptor is really that is a good point about Hearthstone. It's true. That is Hearthstone stats. Let's play Regisar Alpha. I mean, our stuff is just so big. The clock is so fast, the dinosaurs are so big. That's a good point. We can't always throw our removal spells at our opponent's gonna do it for us. And if our opponent kills it, we get to draw a card, which makes things better. Oh, opponent's just removal.hand. Okay. Now it's probably exert a Glorybringer on Regisar. That is annoying if that happens. How about the new Torpor Orb on a stick? What do you think about reanimating, sneaking, phage as against the odds? Yeah. I think that's definitely a thing you could do. We did play a deck like that before with some of the pre-existing options. Well, yeah, I mean, Regisar, get in there. Hopefully our opponent does not have Harness Lightning number 2. And we'll just attack with everything. Man, so much damage, these Regisar alphas. Opponent trades. Oh my goodness. Oh, opponent. Opponent's draw's been super solid. I will give them that. Chart the course in Mono Blue Flyer's Bird. Seems like it's a good card draw spell if you got a lot of creatures you're attacking with, so I think it could fit there. What's our opponent have? Vraska? Okay. Jeez. Sure. And we will keep drawing nothing. Well, cycle Shelter Thicket, play Hunt Master, ugh, play Death Gorge Scavenger. I did not realize our opponent would draw so many good removal spells. I'm slightly surprised. Pass the turn. Do any of the new dinos fit in Mono Green Devotion? That's a good question. I would lean towards no, but oh my goodness. All right. Sure. Here comes Glorybringer, Exerts. Well, we need to actually draw like a big thing, like a Carnage Tyrant, or we are just going to lose very quickly. Opponent plays a land. Makes a 2/2. Hey, it's something to die to this Vraska. Hooray. Take a look at this green-red dinosaur deck with an energy package. Oh, that looks pretty sweet. Pervy Mister, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Are we just dead here? Yeah, I guess that's our best bet. It doesn't actually kill Vraska, unfortunately. But this is probably the best thing we can really do. So, kill the pirate. Give Ripjaw haste. Haste into Vraska. Oh, come on, Carnage Tyrant! Why get Storm Count of 20 when you can get Storm Count of 5 and Bushwhacker with Empty the Warrens? Ooh. That kind of reminds me of the turn 2 tokens deck a little bit we played a long time ago. Do you think a Johnny goes into Naya Dunks? Oh, Naya Dinos. Oh no, do they have Scarab God too? Oh my lord almighty. Okay. Well, things have not gone well this match, but I feel like it's too early to really say much. Our opponents run very above the curve. I mean, I think this is just game over. So we can... Yeah, I mean, It's game. There's no... I don't think there's anything we can do here. Yeah. Well, that was unfortunate. Bummer. So the thing with Samet's just a horrible magic card. So I think Samet has... It's interesting. So Samet is good, but the thing I wonder about with Samet is it win more good? Like, is it... If you have a Carnage Tyrant, do you need a Samet to make it good and win the game? Chandra is good when you're behind. It's good when you're... It's good when you're behind, it's good when you're ahead, it's good all the time. Samet is only really good if you're already winning, or at least if you already have a huge creature. So I'm not saying that it's not right. It very well could be, and maybe that's the plan of Dinosaurs. Maybe you're not trying to play real Magic. Maybe you're trying to get like Electrostatic Pummeler, jank them out with one big double strike shot, like type game. So if that's the plan, then Samet's awesome in that strategy. How good is Vraska? I mean, it kills stuff. It's a fine, like, one-of sideboard type card. It's hard to really imagine it being much more than that. Gishath is a bit expensive for this deck. I think you need to be a big ramp deck if you're gonna go for Gishath. You got to be playing like Hour of Promises and stuff like that. Yeah, we have a couple heroic interventions in the sideboard. Blossoming Defense is an interesting idea as well. Hey, thank you, Let's Get a Little Weird. Thanks for swinging by. Could use white for Wrath and Gishath. Wrath is interesting. I mean, I think Gishath can be good. I just think we need more ramp if we're going to kind of go with that plan. Can Gishath replace Ulamog in green-red ramp? It's probably the closest thing we have to being able to replace Ulamog in green-red ramp. It's not Ulamog. I mean, if there's one thing we've learned since Rise of the Eldrazi is there just literally are not creatures in Magic as powerful as the Eldrazi. Hey, this is actually a pretty good hand. I'm pretty happy about this one. Dinosaurs in Pauper. I don't know enough about Pauper to be able to say... Plan for his blue-white approach, just to kill them with Carnage Tyrant before they approach is the main plan. We have we have heroic interventions in our sideboard to prevent the Wrath action. Yeah, we'll keep this hand. A little bit tap land heavy, but I think it's fine. Yeah, let's just Sheltered Thicket. There's at least... I mean, I guess that's not bad. Shelter Thicket untaps our Rootbound Craig. Hey, what's up, Ella Fra? How goes it tonight? Blooming Marsh for our opponent, and a Tune with Ether. So I'm assuming this is a Snake deck, probably. Opponent passes. Savage Stomp. Well, I think we're going to run out our Walking Blist on one. If it dies, it gives us a creature to eat with Deathgorge Scavenger to get the Kitchen Fink value. If it doesn't die, Savage Stomp could actually do some cute things, potentially. The Pirate deck looks pretty sweet. Opponent with the Rampager. Okay, we can't actually just kill that. Oh, the 4 toughness. Drover of the Mighty, eh? Well, let's play Oasis. I think we're just going to Scavenger. So Scavenger gives us the ability to hopefully, if nothing dies, Savage Stomp and Drover the Mighty next turn if we don't draw land for Ripjaw Raptor. Have not found the Legacy Pirate deck. Not going to exile the Attune. We're not drafting tonight. Have you looked at Blue X pirates using Skyship Plunderer in some way? I haven't really explored Skyship Plunderer other than just it being a 2-1 flyer for like favorable wins value. Hey, thank you, Smitty. Welcome. Evolving Wilds. Alright, that's a bit of a slow land with no delirium anymore. I mean, it's dinosaurs. Dinosaurs is spice, right? Just because they're dinosaurs? Isn't that how it works? Okay. Opponent. Leaving up Fatal Push, I guess? Ooh. Ronas. So if we eat a non-creature, it gets +1/+1. Are we okay with this trade? I mean, I guess we just gotta be. So attack with Death Gorge. Eat a Tune with Ether. Do you think black-white tokens can be competitive in Standard? Losing Gideon hurts, but I think there's a lot of good pieces there for it. Vana Butcher Megon best Ixalan card. It's definitely Sweet and Commander. Uncle Istvan Tribal. That sounds like against the odds style. Opponent blocks, sure. If they Blossoming Defense, we probably gotta Braid. Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm not happy about this, but I think we gotta do it. Unfortunately. Trugun, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscribers. I don't think all the Commander Clash deck lists are posted yet. They probably should be, but they'll be going up in an article tomorrow, I believe. I haven't played the blue-green Pummeler deck. Played the red version a long time ago. And I mean, it's a good combo-y deck. Still have not found Legacy Pirates. Opponent gets down the Rampager. Modern Jace Tribal on against odds. Yes, I'm sure we'll do more Planeswalker Tribal decks. Smitty, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I think we just kill Walking Ballista. Oh, alright. Opponent makes the decision for us. So, ping our opponent. Hopefully, Verdurous Gearhulk, with us being stuck on lands, is a bit scary. Opponent passes. Alright, there's a land. Well, alright. I guess that makes our choice pretty easy. We just slam Rippy. Oh, we'll definitely play Marionette Master. So one of the benefits of playing Dinosaurs is it's fairly simple. Some of the other things, like figuring out treasures with Marionette Master, combo decks, that takes a little bit more work and brewing to actually get there. So rotation has happened on Magic Online. It has happened on Magic Online, and it is happening on Friday officially in the paper world. All right, opponent has Gloom Sleeve Siphoner. I feel like we're in okay shape here, though. We get down a Ronas, which is good. Ooh, Commune with Dinosaurs. All right, let's commune. See what we hit. Tons of options. I kind of just want to take the land. Yeah, Savage Stompart's pretty sweet. So we take the land, we Ronas, we fight with Ripjaw, draw a card. Yeah, let's do that. I think that makes sense. So play the Mountain. Savage Stomp. Fight the Siphoner. Hope our opponent's last card isn't another Blossoming Defense. Savage Stomp is actually pretty sweet when you have a dinosaur. Should I go into the Legacy League with 4 Surgicals, 4 Extirpate, Lost Legacies, Sadastic Sacrament, Dispossesses, and try to scheme cap the deck? Or do you think they would just scoop? I don't know if there's... I don't know if you'd actually find it. I don't know how... I don't know. I don't know about this Pirate deck. I just don't know what to... I don't know what to think anymore. The Legendary Planeswalker rule will start Friday, I believe. I think everything happens when Ixalan releases. I don't know why our opponent's tanking. If they have Blossoming Defense, good. Alright, they do. So, run out Ronas. Our opponent does get to draw an extra card, unfortunately. And if that card is a Verdurous Gearhulk, things are still a little sketchy. Do we attack? I don't think we can this turn. Let's pass the turn. Yeah, I don't know why our opponent tanked on that. I would assume you just snap off that Blossoming Defense. Like, really? Blood Moon Change is only Iconic Masters release, right. Actually, I'm not 100% sure when that changes. That is a good question. Do they have it? They have it. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. Lordy, lordy. Okay. Opponent passes. Come on, something good. No deal. Do we attack with Ripjaw Raptor? If they have another Verdurous Gearhulk, we're so dead. Abzan Explorer Panharmonicon. That sounds spicy. Ross Sauber for the 12th month in a row. Thank you so much for your resub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. That is a super spicy take on Panharmonicon, I will say. What do we do? Ha 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 ha. I mean, I guess we just drove her and pass? I guess that's all we really got here. Yeah, activating Oasis doesn't do much, though. I mean, we're kind of, sort of okay. Unless they have removal or another Verdurous Gearhulk. Then things get out of control pretty quickly. Gamer Pretty Boy, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Oh my lord, oh my lord. Okay. Well, come on deck. Give us a real magic card, please. No thank you. So you can see the problem with these cards. I heard some people mentioning playing a Naya version of this deck. So the problem with these cards is they're really bad in the late game. So you're giving up the ability to have good top decks in the late game for potential explosiveness on the early turns. So it's a very all-in kind of strategy if you go that direction. So yeah, if you go Naya and play like 8 of these effects with the 1-drop, yeah, I think this is just like us losing the game of Magic. Opponent passes. We get A braid? More lands. Okay, we'll pass the turn. Yeah, at least with ramp decks you have a payoff, though. If you're playing all those things to get to Ripjaw Raptors, like, you're going for this weird, like, explosive aggro thing. And it's not that it's a bad plan, it's just a very risky plan. I will admit I'm a bit disappointed with how this game went. Phone it! Up to 9 counters. You found the pirate deck. Alright. That is a pirate deck, and it looks pretty sweet. Okay. Oh, well, that's how the game of Magic goes. I mean, I don't know how the green desert can be bad. It's an untapped forest, essentially. Like, it's kind of just a free roll to play deserts, because the opportunity cost is just incredibly low. So the problem we've had with this is our opponents, we kind of just got in the top deck war. Oh, really? Alright. Yup. We got in the top deck war, we drew all lands, our opponent drew Gear Hulk, Winding Constrictor, Walking Ballista. So, I think we're on the wrong side of the variance train, unfortunately. Saltai Constrictor. Sounds spicy. Yeah, I feel like we've had some really bad running. Bad trades. Nothing was actually traded that game, was it? That's a cool looking Constrictor deck. Shaper of Nature. If the game goes long, that seems like it could be powerful. It seems like there might need to be more +1/+1 counter stuff. But maybe that's enough. It looks cool though. Hey, what's up, Teflia? Congratulations on your honeymoon. We're just not running super great, unfortunately. Snake Folk. I'm trying to remember what deck that was. Should have thrown Ballista with a braid earlier. There was never a time when we had an Abrade when they had Ballista. Excited to do Revel in Riches Mech Pro against the odds. Yeah, it sounds like a really fun against the odds deck. So I'm definitely excited to test that out. Definitely Revel in Riches. We'll see about mechanized production. Alright, so what do we have that's even good here? I mean, Sweltering Suns is good in some scenarios against this deck. Chandra Kill stuff. Probably go down a couple Death Gorge Scavengers. Maybe bring in a Blasting Cannons. We'll go down a Hunt Master. Let's try it like that. Gishath, Sunbird. Ooh. That is pretty spicy. Alright, we'll play first. Alright, this hand is okay. If our opponent just runs us over with a Winding Constrictor, it's pretty sad, but I mean, in theory, we have turn 3 Blasting Cannons, which is pretty good, into maybe like turn 5 Carnage Tyrant. I think the 2/3 Dino that ramps when it enraged, I don't know. I'll have to test it. I'm not sure that that's a... I don't know. I gotta test it, I guess, is what I'll say. I'm skeptical of how good it is. I think it's definitely possible to go 3 colors with a deck like this, to go Nair, to go Jund. It puts a bit of pressure on the mana base, but it is doable. What do we draw? Ooh. Well, I'm not happy about this, but I think we have to always bolt the Winding Constrictor. It's so risky. When your deck is named after a card, I think you gotta kill it if you got a chance. What's up, Ninja Man? How goes it? What about the dino that pings everything when it enters the battlefield? Oh, so many Winding Constrictors! Well, play Oasis. Actually, maybe we commune first. Yeah, let's commune first. Commune with Dinosaurs. We're pretty happy no matter what we get here. I guess we just take another Oasis? Since we didn't hit any Dinosaurs. That kind of guarantees, hopefully, that we'll have Ripjaw, or have Carnage Tyrant next turn. So get down a Ripjaw Raptor. Pass the turn. Yeah, we definitely got to slam the Raptor. Will Tron ever be good? Seems likely. Like right now. It's pretty risky to attack there. Blossoming Defense is a pretty significant blowout if we just try to attack there. We just give up our Drover for nothing, basically. Well, we're going to see our first Carnage Tyrant. So we might as well do that. Actually, we should probably get in with Ripjaw Raptor as well. So run out Carnage Tyrant. Carnage Tyrant's pretty big and pretty brutal. It's still so risky. The swing, if our opponent Blossoming Defenses, is really massive. Like, it's pretty much we lose the game. I mean, they pretty clearly have been representing it the entire game. I mean, if we attack and they Blossoming Defense, they just eat our Ripjaw Raptor, then they can untap and Verdurous Gear Hulk and make this huge and make it so it can attack, and then we basically are just out of outs. I don't think we can attack. I really don't think we can. Our opponent's been consistently representing Blossoming Defense. And it's not one of those situations where it's like, whatever, at least we got it out of their hand. I think we just lose if they have it. And they've been playing like they have it. Do they have Verdurous Gear Hulk? Yup. Oh, dear. Always with the Verdurous Gear Hulk. Opponent puts a bunch of counters on things. And passes. We will draw some lands. Well, play Blasting Cannons. How do I feel about being called Sethron? I guess I don't care. Pass the turn. I mean, would getting in... Let's say our opponent didn't have Blossoming Defense. We get in 4 points of damage with Ripjaw Raptor, and then our opponent does this. Does that make us win? I don't think so. Could you make the whole week if you would tell me how bad my Vampire deck is? I can probably do that. There's a Long Tusk Cub for our opponent. nice little synergy with this Winding Constrictor. Oh boy. Opponent. I mean, the vampire deck looks good for a vampire deck. I think the problem is the vampires, I think as a tribe, are just a bit underpowered. Opponent's going to get in for 7. Yeah, can't really do anything about that. The bigger problem here is, in this board state, there's not a whole lot we can really draw into. We hit a Huntmaster and a Savage Stomp. So, Savage Stomp is good-ish. It's going to get blown out by that Blossoming Defense, but... And I mean, I think that's a question. You mentioned Gearhulk with Dinosaurs. Thank you for the donation, Final Fantasy. First time donating because I live in Australia and rarely get to see your stream. Love all your work, but it feels like the kids haven't eaten in a while. Yeah, we've played some pretty bad decks recently. Also just, I mean, there's so much variance in Magic, unfortunately. Or fortunately, that's part of what makes it fun, but... Yeah, I mean, we can't play around it. That's very true, but... So, we'll Savage Stomp and try to kill this Winding Constrictor. We lose no matter what. So, if they have Blossoming Defense... Yeah, whatever. At least we get to draw a card if it resolves. Alright, they're going to pump the Long Tusk Cub. Pump the Long Tusk Cub. Make it huge. Pump the Long Tusk Cub. It's an 8/8. Opponent with the nice troll action there. You gotta appreciate that. So we'll play the Huntmaster. And pass the turn, but this one's pretty much over. Carnage Armor is very strong. So, I mean, I don't really know what to say so far. There's just, I mean, it's a pretty small sample size. Here comes our opponent, swinging with everything. And I assume that we're just literally dead. Pumps Long Tusk Cub. So we block here. We block here. We trade here. We block here. Actually, I don't even think we block there. 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Alright, whatever. I guess that's what we do. Trade, chump, kill, take 9. But they can double pump, so I guess we're just dead no matter what, thanks to Ronas, so... Alright. Donald Donovan, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Yeah, we were dead there no matter how we blocked. There wasn't really a way around it. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? Hepesh Oasis is sorcery only, unfortunately. I don't think there's a mistake to be made there, really. There's no tricky lines or anything. And even if our opponent didn't trample, we still just lose. I feel like we've just run into some way above the curve draws from our opponent. I mean, we mulliganed the first match, which was rough, but then that match, our opponent's draws, like the second game, they had double Winding Constrictor. We had the answer for the first one. And their hand was apparently double Winding Constrictor with a Verdurous Gearhulk. So I feel like we've just run into two opponents. Like, yeah, the Teamer Energy person in Game 2 drew their one of sideboard cards and drew like four removal spells into their one of Varaska. So I feel like we're just have been on the wrong end of variance, so I'm not really down on the deck yet. I haven't read anything about Raven Man, so I don't really know. But we got to do a quick, super quick 30-second break. We'll be right back with round number 3. See if we can actually get some wins with the dinosaurs. And we're back on to round number 3. Well, I mean, is any deck that's brand new from Ixalan really real? It's basically a Ixalan block deck. A Johnny could be a good sideboard card. It's kind of like Veraska, I guess, similar to there. Would I ever stream just Momir? I guess it's not impossible, but it doesn't seem super likely. I think Momir is a good addition. I like doing Momir as a way to, like, wrap up the stream or whatever, but not a big... It's a certain audience. Like, some people love it. There's a very dedicated audience that really loves Momir, but then a lot of people don't really care about it. So I think it's a good way to, like, close out the stream and wind down from the stream. But I don't know if I'd ever do it as the only thing of the stream. Alright, we get to play first. And I mean, that's the other thing. Energy lost absolutely nothing. And Energy was already the best deck in Standard. And all the other good decks lost a lot of stuff. So I've been saying that for a while. I think there's a legitimate concern that Teamer Energy and those type of decks will just be too good. I think that's like the last remaining holdover from the horribleness of Standards past. Like, once... I mean, Energy is just a bad mechanic. It is so parasitic, and Wizards pushed it way too hard, even with Aetherworks Marvel being gone. So I think that's the last, like, holdover from the horrible Standards we have. So once Energy rotates, then I'm going to feel like, alright, Standard is actually super good now. We're right back to where we want Standard to be. I'm not seeing your comments, Ninja Man. If you send the comment right now, I'm looking at it. I'm definitely not trying to ignore you. There's just lots of messages, and I'm trying to play the game as well. Alright, let's commune here. Hit a land. Grab a Rootbound Crag. This is actually looking pretty sweet. Grab a Rootbound Crag. We might actually see a bit of power from our deck here. We're going to be casting one mana Dinosaurs. So cast Rootbound Crag. Play our Huntmaster. Boggletron, in fact. That sounds pretty miserable. Run out our Deathgorge Scavenger. Oh! Oops. Yeah, sorry. Just kidding. Miscounting. Hopefully we get to play a Carnage Tyrant next turn, though. No, I was meaning the Standard from like 6 months ago that were so bad. What is our opponent playing Grixis Control? Land, please? Glorybringer. Well, play Drover the Mighty. Play Deathgorge Scavenger. Opponent. Oh, opponent's playing Grixis Pirates? Well, I feel pretty good that if we just are able to... I should have got in for one. If we got in, if we are able to cast this Carnage Tyrant next turn, we should just win. This week's Much Brew is Blue-White Boggles. That is very true. I think it needs ley lines in the main. Carries Ev. All right. I mean, Carnage Tyrant is resolving. There's no questions about that. So, all right, opponent. This is the question for Pirates. Can you beat a Carnage Tyrant with haste and trample? Also hexproof. I think it's a smidge better than Carries Ev. I guess they could have Bantu's Last Reckoning, but that seems like a stretch in a pirate deck. All right, opponent takes a bundle. What do you think of Benefaction of Ronas in Standard? It can find double face cards if you balance creatures and non-creatures. I have not thought about it at all. Hey, what's up, Falthus? Good to have you. This is Magic Online that we're playing on. Yes, Boggles, and our opponent scoops it up, and is nice enough to show us their hand. Alright, they're just Pirate Tribal. And, yeah, Carnage Tyrant. Opponent does not seem to have a good answer for Carnage Tyrant. So, Pirate Tribal, Sweltering Sun seems super good. What else seems super good? Carnage Tyrant seems like a good way to get around counters. Merfolks, eh? What's up, Bloody Scythe? That looks like a good Merfolk deck. Merfolk is another one of the tribes that just feels like a little underpowered. Yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes you do it by misclick. If you click too fast to go to sideboard, the button for reveal your hand is right where go to sideboard is. The classic MTGO design. $5 donation from Bullbags. Hey, Seth, what legendary card do you think would be the best commander from Ixalan? Ooh, best commander from Ixalan. Jeez. So I played Vano last night. Thank you again for the donation. I played Vano last night, and it was pretty sweet in the life-switching deck. Gishath and Captain or Admiral Beckett Brass are like pretty much the only commanders going if you're going to be dinosaurs or pirates. So in that sense, they're really good. Tishana, probably the worst of the bunch. I think I would go with Gishath, actually. Gishath seemed incredibly powerful when Tom was playing her yesterday. Hey, thank you, Matt. Can't decide between blue-black favorable wins or green-white big butt beats for F&M tomorrow. Ooh. That's a tough one. I really like favorable wins, but I haven't seen the butt deck. That actually seems like it could be fun. Walking Ballista seems good against them. What is not good against them? Maybe Chandra is not necessary. It's going to get duressed. Ether Sphere is probably good too. Go down a Huntmaster. Can we really go up another Carnage Tyrant? We got to cut one more card. Maybe Ronas? Yeah, let's cut Ronas. Actually, yeah, alright, cut Ronas. Yeah, Gishath is a really strong commander. Rotation starts officially tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow's release day for Ixalan. It's already happened on Magic Online, but tomorrow is the official start in the paper world. And then we'll have the first tournaments, SCG standard tournaments, coming down this weekend. So that'll be exciting too to see what everyone's brewing up. I mean, I know our first couple games of the stream have not went well, but I actually still think out of all the tribes in Ixalan, it's definitely dinosaurs and pirates at the top. And pirates are super tricky and have some nice synergies and some really like sneaky tempo cards, but dinosaurs just have so much raw power. So since we've seen Boggles now, any way we can get a janky infect deck for instant deck tech so you can vote for me to play it. I'm sure it'll happen eventually, but our instant deck techs for the next week or so will be pretty focused on On Ixalan stuff. Do we want to kill this right away so it doesn't get countered? We're going to be tapping out the next few turns, most likely. Do we care about Savage Stomp? And this, well, let's just pass. We might want to kill a hostage taker or something in the future. I have 3 Thalia and 3 Durana in paper. Should I hold them or wait for a price spike to sell them? At this point, I'd probably just hold them. They seem like the kind of cards that could randomly spike from casual play at some point. Alright, well, good thing we held this. So we can kill this Captain Lannery Storm. Which, I mean, it can be good. I saw a Mardu Vehicles deck playing it, and the treasure token was actually relevant in that deck. So in that deck, it seemed pretty good. I think we're just going to get down our Death Gorge Scavenger. Might as well eat the Lannery Storm. Gain a couple life. I think Death Gorge Scavenger is going to be very good in Standard, too. Been thinking about including Axis as a win condition in my Solemnity Prison deck in Modern. What do you think? So Axis... I kind of like it. Because you can go to negative life, right? With the Solemnity lock. So if you Axis, I mean, is it the most competitive win condition? I don't know, but it sounds like a super sweet way to actually do it. Since I'm not doing... Ooh, there's Ruin Raider. I do love me some Ruin Raider. Opponent gets to draw a card. Another Scavenger. I think we're going to attack here. I'm fine with our opponent trading if they do. They do not. So, Alright, run out another Scavenger. Play the Mountain. Pass the turn. Death Gorge seems like it's going to see a ton of play. So, am I going to have new projects with not doing Commander Clash this season? Definitely working on some new stuff. So, yes, but how soon we'll actually be seeing stuff or how it'll work out, I'm not 100% sure. So, I think we will be seeing new stuff, but I'm not exactly sure the time frame. Man, we were just like Death Gorge Scavenger.deck. Well, I guess we keep attacking. I think we're winning the race at this point, since our opponents... I guess we can see what they're hitting. Oh, they're hitting Lightning Strikes and Carry Zevs. Alright, opponent gives up on the Ruin Raider. Takes the damages. Alright, Scavenger, you got a counter for me? No counter. Alright, eat the Ruin Raider. Man, these Scavengers, it's like Kitchen Finks. It's just Kitchen Finks in Standard. We're at 21 life. Planning on testing this deck for my standard F&M tomorrow. Ooh. Standard Death and Taxes. I think I really want to try to build a deck like that. I think it's a really fun idea with the Ghost Quarter lock aspects. And it looks like it could be fairly competitive. There's some really good pieces. Ooh, Fathom Fleet Captain. I also want to build just straight up Pirates. I haven't been able to play Pirates yet, but I really want to because they seem like a pretty fun tribe. Yeah, land for Regisar Alpha would be pretty sweet. Daggers. Well, Regisar can come down next turn. I think we just keep attacking. I still feel like we're winning the race. We can exile this Lightning Strike, and our opponent can't even really trade. Death Gorge Scavenger is very good. So it's going very well this match. Our first 2 rounds did not go well. I still feel like it was kind of a victim of circumstance more than the deck not being good, but Pirates of the Pancreas. I might have to name the deck that. Could Carnage Tyrant be a sideboard card in Panza? Yeah, if you're having trouble beating Control. I mean, I guess there's Thrun in Modern, and that might just be better, but I think it's possible. What tribal deck is this? Oh, Construct Tribal. I did look at Construct Tribal at one point. I haven't actually played it, but it is you get a cool Lord in Chief of the Foundry that other decks don't have access to. Plus, artifacts are sweet. Also, I mean, you die to a Braid, but Pirate list from Mr. Nubbles. Can you think of any good early drops for God Pharaoh's Gift? Looking to see if I can find a good replacement for Toppelgeist, which was a godlike card versus aggro. I have not thought about it. Opponent is passing. Purple Oranges, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Actually, I think we just crew. Registar is super sweet, but this seems like a pretty safe way to go about this. So get in with Ether Sphere. I mean, this match has just been pretty dominant. But I don't know if that's more about our opponent running bad and having... Maybe Pirates aren't... I don't know. Target player draws 7 seems like a sweet win con. How would you go about winning with that in Standard, though? Do you think Carnage Tyrant could find a place in Storm? 4 of in the main deck. Yeah. I guess we just pass and wait for our opponent to tap down and Lightning Strike. Yeah, I think that blue-black has to be better. Well, maybe Grixis if you're just splashing for Lightning Strike. I don't think you want to be splashing for creatures. I don't think that helps. I could see a very light splash just for the burn-based removal. But what's going on, NR Paul? How goes it? Fraying Sanity plus the draw 7. Oh, well, so you mill them down to under 7 cards with Fraying Sanity and then you got them? I mean, I think I'd rather just play Fraying Sanity, God's Pharaoh's Gift, and Fleet Swallower. If I was going to go janky mill combo, I think that's the way I'd go. But maybe you can play the draw 7 in it too. You just have to like play the draw 7 and get enough. You got to flip 4 Primal Amulet, since apparently I can't say Amulet anymore because everyone yells at me. Amulets. And then you quadruple copy the draw 7. And then, what's that, draw 35? That's pretty close right there. So if we can find another couple of copies, then we just got them. I think that could work. And we got the GGs. Amulet. Stayed up all night last night because I knew we'd talk about Primal Amulet. Opponent, well, we get to see their hand. Yeah, so, I don't know. I like things that the Pirates are doing. Not sold on the red creatures. Captain Lannery Storm doesn't feel that good. Carry Zev's okay. Fell Flagship, I don't know if that's necessary. Even Admiral Beckett Brass, is that where you want to be? I almost think you want to be like blue-black hostage taker, duress dude or woman, like disruptive tempo-y pirates, I think is where I'd want to be. But we got on the board with Dinosaurs. All that amulet talk led to a victory. So, scraping back to 2-1. I mean, our opponent definitely ran pretty bad that game. Now I gotta build draw 7 combo, because that actually sounds pretty sweet if you can flip all the amulets. What other copying spells are there in Standard? Alright, I guess we can check this real quick. Standard. Alright, hang on. Hang on. Are there enough copying spells? Quantity. Come on, Moto. Quantity. 0. Standard. Copy. Spell. Oh, Swarm Intelligence. Okay. Swarm Intelligence. Cooperate from the Graveyard, Primal Wellspring. So if we can use 4 mana from Primal Wellspring, we would make our opponent draw 35 for 7 mana. Then we need 3 more mana for a Cooperate from our Graveyard with a Swarm Intelligence on the battlefield, and that's draw 52. We got him. We got him. I think we got it. Broke it. We broke it. I bought a whole bunch of the Buddy Lands as soon as the leak came out, because they were like 10 cents a piece. So I bought like 50 of each of them, and I've sold some of them already. But yeah, as soon as the leak came out, I knew it was going to be good. Well, it sounds like we got an Against the Odds deck. And we want to match with our dinosaurs. Everything's turning around. Sweet Against the Odds idea. Dinosaur win. Yeah, I mean, that's super janky and not very practical, but draw 52, that's enough, unless we're doing it on turn 1 and our opponent's on the draw. No, on the play. On the draw? On the something. We'll play first. Alright. I mean, this hand's fine. We have... Commune basically counts as a land. It's very unlikely that we don't hit a land off Commune. So I think we're just going to Commune turn 1, because we might want to Abrade turn 2. Oh dear. It's all Shelter Thickets. So I guess we take Forest? I guess we're not Abrading turn 2. Oh well. Put the rest to the bottom. Pass the turn. The mana has definitely got a bit clunkier for allied color decks with rotation. Swarm Ramp get 4 zombies, 4 deserts. Ooh. Oh, opponent, Rootbound Crag. Are they dinoing as well? Let's play our Sheltered Thicket. Pass the turn. Come on, lands! Lands! We need, if we get 1 or 2 more lands over the next couple turns, we have Dino Armageddon. Oh, it's Teamer Energy again. Alright, well, let's give this another shot with a hand that seems a little bit more competitive. And a land. Alright, so play Rootbound Crag. Run out our Deathgorge Scavenger. No, it's Teamer Energy. For a second, when I saw Rootbound Crag, I thought it could be, but it's not. We're the only dinos, so we're player around, apparently. Is there a Seth soundboard? No. I'm not sure what that means, but there's not. I don't believe. There probably should be, whatever that is. Hey Seth, and the other Commander deck, especially Jen's DC deck list, going to be posted somewhere. Yeah, so Commander Clash, yes, thank you to everyone who hung out for Commander Clash Live. It was a fun, interesting, different thing to do. So, Commander Clash, we uploaded the full stream replay already on the replay YouTube. So, to talk about Commander Clash going forward, this Friday, so tomorrow night, the Ixalan game is going to go up as the normal Commander Clash episode, so keep an eye out for that. And then, on next Friday, the rest of the game, the second game and the Momir match are going to go up. And then the following Friday, which I believe will put us to October 13th, is when Season 4 will officially start. So deck list will be posted tomorrow with Commander Clash. All of that to say... Deck list will be posted with Commander Clash. Yeah, it was a really fun event. I think that we will do it again in the future. I think it's something, we probably won't do it all the time, but I think it could be like an end of season tradition, maybe once a season, do a live episode. Come on, land! Land for Regisar. Alright. Drover the Mighty. Maybe we should have just attacked first. Maybe that's better. Get in with Rippyjaw. Hit our opponent. Opponent takes it. And you know what? I think we just play another Drover instead of leaving up a Braid. And then this means even if they Glorybring or Exert, we should be able to Regisar next turn and just Dinosaur smash. Double Regisar is actually pretty powerful because the first one gives the second one haste. So the second one is just hitting for 7 out of nowhere. That deck list is like, oh, Dowsing Dagger, Panharmonicon, Rampaging Ferocidon. Ooh, that... okay. That's pretty sweet. I like it. So if we have 4 Panharmonicons, we started off bad, but I think we've turned the corner. We lost our first 2 to, our opponents having good draws and just our deck not functioning as well as we would have liked. Beat Pirates last round, and we'll see what happens on this one, but I feel like we're in a okay position in this one at least. The Glory. Alright, we kind of expected that. If our opponent exerts so, then we're free to Regisar. Ooh, opponent is getting frisky. Sure. Well, I think we're going to be able to win this race with double Regisar, unless our opponent has another Glory Bringer. Then all bets are off. We draw a Mountain. Well, that's not a horrible draw. So, Regisar, number 1. Hasty. Token. Trampoline. Swing with everything. What do you got, opponent? What do you got? The dinosaurs are coming. Oh, well, Melinar, definitely thoughts with you for your recovery. And thank you for the kind words, but a swift recovery to you. We have another one in the sideboard. They're just a bit expensive, but I could imagine playing more of them. So opponent, Thops, blocks. We'll kill the Whirler Virtuoso. We do lose a Mana Source, but that's alright. Opponent's down to 9. No Glory Bringer number 2. If we lose to double Glory Bringer again, I will be very sad. That is how we lost one of the games to Teamer Energy, was double Glory Bringer. One Glory Bringer, I'm not super scared of at the moment. 2 Glory Bringers. Yeah. Well, gotta go now. Maybe I can tune back in later, have to grocery shop. Well, enjoy the grocery shopping. Zaira? I think I nailed it this time. What do you got, opponent? Any thoughts on opt-in standard? I think it's good in tempo decks. Probably potentially good in control decks. It's good. I think it's good. Good in prowess decks. Good card. I think if you're playing a deck that would play Serum Vision, you would probably just play Opt. And it opens up like Riddle Form decks, some like janky fun spell decks that maybe were not good before. I mean, I think everyone feels sad inside sometimes, but I think in general, I tend to be a pretty happy person. What is this talk about Legacy Pirates? My jank meter is off the charts. I don't know. I can't figure it out. No one can tell me. I don't know. I've heard that it's breaking the Legacy format and people are hiding it because Eternal Weekend is happening soon. I've heard that it is... Do we block here? Is this a trap? It's probably a trap. We're not going to block. Take it. We need this other Regisar to give this Regisar haste and win the game. That was an aggressive attack. Oh, I see. That's because I got a Whirler. Now, this is interesting. So they have 2, 3 blockers. Yikes. Plays a Swamp. We draw Oasis. How can we do this? We have to not die, A. Is there a way? This is like a possibility storm puzzle. How do we win this turn? So next turn our opponent hits us for at least 4. So we play Regisar. We attack with everything. Our opponent blocks. Only takes 3, 6. And then hits us back for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In theory, that works. We could try that. There's been talk about it on social media, Polyball. But it could also just be a troll. That's the other thing that someone told me today, is they think that it's all a troll by some legacy players. We can Oasis. We could Oasis trample up our, or we could Oasis make this a 6/6, but then our opponent blocks with token and lives. Do we live if we attack with everything? We attack with everything. Opponent makes a token here, so they have 3 chump blockers. They chump block, Regisaur. They take 6 from the tokens. They're down to Thopter, Glorybringer, Rogue Refiner. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. So in theory, we go to 1 if they don't have a pump spell, something. The problem with the braiding is if we abrade, we can't Regisaur, and that makes things much worse. Well, the only trampler is the tokens that our opponent won't block. They could have Fatal Push. If they had Fatal Push, then we'd lose. Yeah, it would be crazy if it was a troll. I mean, the problem is these don't have... Our other dinosaurs don't have trample. The only thing that has trample is the token. Alright, whatever. We came here to smash with dinosaurs, and smash with dinosaurs we will. We might get punished and lose because of it, but we're going to smash. I guess the other question is... So if they double pump Long Tusk Cub, they can't make a token and they lose, right? They block, lose. Yeah, I mean, do it. Dino Smash! Hey, what's up, Rossi? What do you got, opponent? Are we dead, or are you dead, or somewhere in between? I don't think they'd have Fatal Push. I think this deck just splashes for Scarab God. I don't think they have black removal, at least in the main. Yeah, that's what dinosaurs do. We got a lot of power. Is it enough? Man, Glorybringer is a super good Magic card, isn't it? Yeah, I'm playing like Tom today. This is a Tom deck. We got a new porn bot? What happened to Alana? I miss Alana. Alright, opponent goes with the Thop plan. Thops it up. I mean, we are dead to a reasonable number of things. Blossoming Defense, a Shock. Although we already saw a Magma Spray, so Shock isn't that likely. Opponent blocks. Opponent blocks. Opponent blocks. Alright, so this went about how we thought it would. Opponent drops to 2. Opponent pumps to trade. Out of energy. Alright, so do you have a hasty threat or a burn spell, opponent? If not, we should definitely be able to win next turn. The combination of a Braid and the Oasis should make this work. Opponent. Cycle. Ooh, cycle. I love the Desperation main Phage cycle. That means they don't have the answer. No. Oh, no. No, did they cycle it to Glorybringer? I'm going to cry. Oh. Oh. You gotta be kidding. Yup. Jeez. I mean, we weren't punished. That was the only line we had. Abraded, abraded, we're still dead. I'm so confused. I don't understand how a braid would have done anything. So you got to remember, if we abrade, we don't play Regisaur Alpha, we don't get the token, which means we don't get to attack. And then our opponent still has more Thopters. They make another Thopter instead of chumping with the Thopter, and we're dead to Glorybringer, Thopter anyway. I mean, we're dead to Glorybringer and Thopters if we don't do anything. Like, we don't have a way to stop Glorybringers and Thopters. Oh boy, that was brutal. Yeah, it feels like we've had some really just... I feel like we just have some... We've had some crazy variants the last couple of streams. Alright, so... I mean, Sweltering Suns is good. Maybe we gotta bring in our own Glorybringers? I don't even know. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. The Desperation Cycle suggests that, unless our opponent was, like, next leveling us and trying to make us think they were doing that. What do you think about the 2 green Reach Dino in the sideboard? Isn't it a 3/4? Or am I misremembering its size? If it's a 3/4, it just dies to Glorybringer anyway, and it probably wouldn't do anything. Chandra's Defeat? Really? There's so few. I mean, I guess they have Whirler Virtuoso. Alright, alright, alright. Go down a Huntmaster. Maybe we gotta go down the Walking Ballistas. Go down a Scavenger. Maybe we go up another Glorybringer of our own. And I kind of wouldn't mind a Blasting Cannons. Over... Let's go down one Commune. Let's try it like that. Alright, we'll try the defeats. Stomp is one of our other ways of actually killing a Glorybringer, which Glorybringer is the only way we lose to this deck, it feels like. Every time we've lost to it, it's been because of our opponent playing multiple Glorybringers. Alright, I mean, yeah, this is a pretty good hand. Drover, probably going to die, but Drover into Ripjaw. Hey, see you, Doombringer. Have a good night. Ballistas have not been especially good. I don't know if I'd actually play them when we go back. It seems sweet with Ripjaw Raptor, but as a 2-of, we've never gotten that value, and it just hasn't really done much of anything. What do you think about Pounce? I'm trying to remember exactly the wording on Pounce. Oh, it's just 2-mana fight? I think it's just pretty much a strictly worse Savage Stomp if you're a dinosaur deck. I mean, is it instant? It is instant. So it's not strictly worse, but I think that you would not play that unless you wanted more than 4 Savage Stomps. Yeah, but Glorybringer blocks Glorybringer. Even though it doesn't just kill it, but it does actually... It does block it. So play Drover. Hope it lives. If it lives, we get down Ripjaw Raptor. Then we just go Tempo Removal and do that. Salmon Planeswalker is an interesting option. Not sure. I think you want to really be built to take advantage of the double strike and such if you're going to go that direction. Opponent has Servant. Ugh. Now I'm wondering if we gotta kill Servant. Kill Servant and play Drover? I think we're gonna do that. I don't really want our opponent to like play a Chandra next turn or something. Or Bristling Hydra, I guess, is even worse than Chandra, probably. And then next turn, we can just Ripjaw double attack with Drovers for 6. Opponent attunes. I'm actually wondering now, Ripjaw is a really good card, but is it better than Bristling Hydra? It feels like if our opponent Bristling Hydras, our Ripjaw Raptor just never attacks. Because Bristling Hydra is just going to be bigger. Well, this is going to be a good turn. Ooh, Sweltering Suns. That might end up getting cycled. We'll play Ripjaw. Drover beats in for 6. I mean, Drover is a pretty powerful card, too. Trilobite against the odds. I think we're still a few cards short of doing Trilobite Tribal. Opponent has a land. Is it Stonewall time? Yep, it's Stonewall time. So, now what? Now what? Play Rootbound Crag. Pass the turn, I guess. Hey, we're having fun, Vermet. Our record has not been ideal. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like while our dinosaurs are big, one thing I've realized this stream is the energy deck have things that are just bigger. Something table for the 8th month in a row. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Opponent. Passes. I guess we could draw like Carnage Tyrant. Savage Stomp. Opponent could have Harness Lightning. I guess there's not much we can do about that. Hey, thank you, Vermet. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I don't know about energy doing cool thing. Oh, I guess I can see the argument. Technology, okay. I think the problem is it's too good. I think energy... I think that's the sad thing we're going to realize quickly. GovTac, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. I think the sad thing we're going to realize quickly is while we got a ton of cool cards in Ixalan, none of them are as powerful as the energy deck. So I think that's going to be I'm afraid the sad realization when we get to Worlds and the Pro Tour. It's just going to be like Teamer Energy, Green Black Energy, Ramen Amp Red, maybe the Approach decks, and Standard will not really change much. Naya for Solemnity. Maybe. I mean, Solemnity is definitely worth exploring. I'd have to think about what it really does for the matchup. Yeah, I mean, Jacob Wilson is... I think that's a concern. I'm not saying that will happen, but I definitely have a concern. And I've been saying that for a while, too, but I'm not a pro player, so I'm sure he takes some amount of more flack for that, probably, but I don't know what we do here. I think Black-White Tokens is super fun. Well, the problem is, Hydra, he can pump it 3 times, right? So you think we should just swing out and try to Sweltering Suns? Alright. I don't know if this is smart, but we'll try it. I guess that's all we can really do. Maybe we gotta play like the Dinosaur Overrun. Maybe that's our way of punching through this stuff. It's just weird because we've run into Bristling Hydra and Verderous Gear Hulk, and our opponents have just had creatures that are bigger than our creatures. Alright. Well, if this was going to happen, hopefully they block. We draw. Ooh, we draw Chandra. Chandra's good if this board gets cleared. Ooh, okay. Alright, alright. Oh... Yeah, I think that does it. Yeah, I don't know, chat. Hey, if that's a punt, that's a chat punt. That's a chat punt. Y'all talked me into that line. We need a chat punt command, so you all can give yourselves punts occasionally. Sweltering says would do anything. It would just kill our stuff. Here comes Bristles. I'm just kidding. Suns doesn't do anything because our drovers became, oh God Almighty, our drovers were 1/1s after they killed our dinosaur. So all that, oh man, Chandra's such a good card, but none of it matters. So it only had 1 damage marked on it, and they had enough energy that they could pump it out of range of Sweltering Suns. It doesn't have 3 damage because our drovers became 1/1s as soon as the dinosaur died, so when they actually dealt damage, they were only dealing 1 damage. Yeah, I think that does it. Yikes. Well, dinosaurs, not feeding the kids. Not at all. Well, I guess we're back on the back on the dinosaurs. Now I feel deceived. So, oh man, you know my take on wizards and deck lists, and my frustration with wizards publishing less and less deck lists. But they published 3 dinosaur decks in there out of 5 decks that went 5-0, or out of who knows how many decks went 5-0 yesterday. They published 5, 3 of them were dinosaur decks, and now I'm feeling like, based on what we've seen with Verderous Gearhulks, with Bristling Hydras, now I'm feeling like maybe that was intentional. I mean, I obviously can't say that for sure, but based on our dinosaurs just being smaller than everything else on the battlefield, still haven't heard anything about the Legacy deck. Nope. I don't know if we can keep this, honestly, unfortunately. Huh. Yeah, I think we got a mulligan. Alright, we'll give this a shot. Yeah, I guess we'll keep Oasis-ish. I don't know about dinosaurs in Legacy. There's rumors about pirates in Legacy. Are we playing Mill? It looks like we're playing Mill. Oh, you never know what you'll find. You never know what you'll find in a competitive league on Magic Online. Actually, this is probably a God Pharaoh's gift deck, so thank God we have a Braid. Glorybringer and Hydra are obviously better than dinosaurs. You won with dinosaurs in Legacy? That's pretty sweet. Yeah, more Regisars. Pass the turn. I've been testing a red-black aggro list, and I've yet to drop a match to any dino deck. Now, Teamer, on the other hand, below 50% win rate. Yeah, Teamer is a real deck. That deck is very good. Oh, we can run out our Scavenger, I guess. We might as well. I mean, I don't think there's any reason to just leave up a Braid in this scenario. Can you take a look at my mono blue aggro deck? Pretty strong and surprisingly fast. Ooh. Oh, mono blue favorable wins. It does look pretty fast. No, we will not do that. Pass the turn. I like it. How has Siren Lookout been? I see people put that card in their decks that are like that, and every time I see it, it looks like, is that card really powerful enough? But maybe it really is. Ooh, opponent has Walk the Plank. First Walk the Plank we've seen. And we don't have a follow-up, do we? Come on, 4-drop. Or Oasis. Alright, pass the turn. Watch our opponent just Scarab God and we lose. That's another card that stonewalls a lot of our dinosaurs. Do you have the new Spyglass in your board is good hate against Hydra? We do not, but that would be a consideration. Well, let's run it out there. Probably going to get censored or something very sad. Oh, alright, no censor. Well, that's good news. Vraska's Contempt, okay. So is our opponent just like Esper Control? I don't really understand what's going on with our opponent's deck, or why they have Ifnu Rivulet if they're a control deck. The promo art is pretty sweet. I like the regular art on Walk the Plank too, though. Very traditional plank walking. More Braids. I don't know how control decks beat Carnage Tyrant with any regularity. More Regisars. Hopefully our opponent runs out of removal here pretty soon. Attack, attack. Hit our opponent. Yeah, maybe they're playing a weird take on approach. I think the Ibnu Rivulet's just throwing me off. I don't understand the Rivulet. Maybe it's just like the backup plan. You play long enough that you can activate your Rivulet and mill your opponent out. That would be pretty crazy. Glamour of Genius for our opponent. I mean, white control decks, they have answers to deal with it, but they have to have an answer really quickly for it to work. There's a Fumigate. Yup. Opponent plays land. Maybe this deck just needs to be 3 colors to have more answers. Like if you go into black, you have better removal, you have duresses, you have sacrifice effects for Bristling Hydra. If you go into white, you get Solemnity, you get Wraths. So maybe this deck is better off going 3 colors. Maybe that's the dinosaur way. Okay. Well, Commune's a good draw. I mean, we take Carnage Tyrant. If our opponent has another Wrath, then you got us. There's not much we can do about it, but it is a super fast clock. Also not counterable. 1, 2, 3. Actually, if we draw land, I think it's just lethal next turn. So if we draw land, we double sack 13, 16? Yeah, I mean, if our opponent has nothing, we could just win next turn. More Glimmers. Oh, well, our opponent's probably going to have a Wrath now. Yeah, this mana base is surprisingly weird as well. Another Walk the Plank. Okay. Opponent passes. Lightning Strike. Not an exciting draw. Jay Zoller, don't bring up animations. I think I'm writing about Magic Arena for my Sunday article. I think it's time that I write about Magic Arena. Yup, there's Settle the Wreckage. Well, I'll be happy when we can sideboard and bring in some more action spells. What's better, Walk or Push? Walk the Plank is actually not very good. As it, ooh, Search for Escanta, eh? Walk the Plank is, it's a fine, oh boy. Oh, Mana Dorks. The old turn 10 Mana Dorks. Walk the Plank is like a, very much like third rate removal spell. But if you really just gotta kill something dead, it does kill it. Yeah, Wedge's Dinosaur deck is interesting. I mean, I don't know if it solves the problems we're talking about, but it's a cool idea. I think there's definitely lots of different things to experiment with dinosaurs. Yeah, walking ballista? Sure. I mean, now our opponent has search for his Kanta, which I'm pretty sure we just don't beat that card. They have a disallow. So are they really... I think our opponent's just really trying to mill people out. They're really just trying to play through their entire decks and then rivulet people out. There's Azcanta, the Sunken Ruins. Gets a Supreme Will. Yeah, I mean, we can keep playing, but I don't think there's any way we win from here. I guess we might as well play long enough to see if our opponent has win conditions. Opponent Ops. Yeah, I can see the original Zendikar feel. Yeah, it does kind of seem like Drownyard a little bit. I mean, oh boy. All right, pass the turn. This is the deck that this is one of the decks that they posted that 5-0 to League today, Gorex. Yeah, it does feel like we have a Momir amount of lands. Good news is we'll probably be able to wrap up with a game of Momir after our disappointing Dinosaur League. Still haven't found the Pirate Legacy deck, unfortunately. Yeah, you can email me at saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. Opponent activating his Kanta. Alright, there's Approach. So now we can concede, I think. As Kanta gets back to Approach in 2 activations, there's no way our deck can do anything about that. I won Momir yesterday, actually. It was super close. I killed Tomer and Tom on the same turn cycle, and then Jen cracked back and was 1 point of damage short from killing me. So it ended up being super close, right down to the very end. Alright, control decks. So we don't have a way to stop their main plan, but we get to bring in Vance's Blasting Station. We get to bring in Glorybringers, more Carnage Tyrants. We get to go down to Braids that do nothing. We get to go down Walking Ballista, I guess. Maybe just this is the setup. Oh, no. Yeah, this is one of the... I don't know. There were like 2 or 3 different dinosaur-ish lists that 5-0'd, and this is one of those. I wish I was playing... the list I posted. Or, I don't know. I don't think this list is bad, but I'm wondering how dinosaurs fit in the format. That's been my impression of this stream, is it's making me question where the small dinosaurs fit in the format. After seeing the Verdurous Gearhulks, and seeing... Yeah, we probably don't need this either, actually. I don't know if they're probably going to bring in, like, the cat or something. I guess we can bring in Walking Ballistas. Actually, probably want maybe Heroic Interventions as well. Heroic Intervention stops some of their wraths, although not all of their wraths. So maybe we stay down the Walking Ballistas and run it like this. This is probably the best setup we got. Glorybringer's not a dinosaur, but it's good. We've lost to it, what, 2 matches? Glorybringer killed us? So we get to play first. And I mean, I guess we try this. We're a little land light, but we have a drover. And I would rather have a lot of action than not have any action. Bounty land destruction. Ooh. Alright, opponent goes to 6. Let's see if we can get a win off this control deck. Play Shelter Thicket, pass the turn. Bounty of Extinction. That does look like a sweet against the odds deck. Land destruction in standard is super sweet when it comes up. Star of Extinction definitely feels like a good against the odds card. Would have rather drawn something a little bit like a land rather than Glorybringer. The deck hasn't felt very good, Gorax. It's felt like as big as the dinosaurs are, they actually get stonewalled by a lot of the creatures that already are in the format. That's the main problem we've run into is, even though we're playing big things, Verdurous Gearhulks, Bristling Hydras, all that kind of stuff is just bigger or as big. And those decks have other things that are really good, so it feels like that's the problem we've run into. We've just got stonewalled by the threats that are already in the format. Also, I mean, I think with some of the situations we could have run better, but still. Let's commune. Alright, take a land. Oh, double Vance's Plastic Station to the bottom. Oh, I really wanted to play that card. Descriptor, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, I mean, I think you can play Dinosaurs in other decks. Like, it's definitely possible that energy decks will want Deathgorge Scavenger because it's good against Ramanomp Red. Ripjaw Raptor could show up as a mid-range threat. So it might be that the deck is too dinosaur-y, and that instead you should be like an energy deck with a few of the good dinosaurs thrown in. Maybe that's the more competitive way to go about it. Not 100% sure. At least we draw land, so we can theoretically start playing things next turn. Go attacking. Might as well exile this Opt to get an extra point of damage. That is a interesting looking list. Definitely, that is definitely a pirate deck that is in Legacy. I like the Deadeye Quartermaster to get the Fell Flagship. I'm not 100% convinced that that's the deck people have been talking about. I'm a little confused on... Huh. It looks spicy. And thank you for sharing it. Has anyone ever rickrolled me with a deck? I don't think so. Not that I remember. I'm sure that'll probably happen, though. We're up against not Revel in Riches. We'll definitely play Revel in Riches sometime soon. We're up against a Esper Approach of the Second Sons deck. Had some success with Blue-Green Jace Tribal. Yeah, definitely got to play more Planeswalker Tribal decks in the future. Green for ramp, Doubling Season, Architect of Thought, and Cunning Castaway. Ooh. I don't even know if we actually... I think we just keep attacking and leaving up Heroic Intervention. It feels like tapping out for a creature and then having our opponent fumigate is not acceptable plan here. So what we want to have happen is our opponent goes White Source Fumigate, we Heroic Intervention, and then we win the game. That's the ideal outcome from where we're at here. Filthy Casual tried to rickroll and you caught him, Jay Zoller. Jay Zoller, the the rickroll, please. Thank you, Jay Zoller, for all the mod work, of course. Opponent. Cycles. Wow, are you just like winning? Is this just us winning? We didn't even do anything. We did literal nothing. This is really good enough. A Drover of the Mighty into a Dinosaur and we win? Aww. Alright, so we don't just win. Well, I guess we gotta get rid of Death Gorge, unfortunately. Land here would be nice. Now, man, it's actually possible things fall apart. Was that another cycle into an answer? Has that happened twice in this stream? I swear to God. Twice that our opponent's main phase cycled and then played an answer. It's possible that they had it and we're just seeing if they drew something else, but still. Still. Not a land. Well, play Scavenger. We definitely get pretty wrecked by Wraths. We'll exile the Glimmer. There's enough fuel in the graveyard. Hit our opponent, down to 3. You have the Popeye list? This better not be a Rickroll. Opponent plays a land and passes. Ronas, alright. Well, go attacking. I'm expecting like removal plus counter or something. Exile a card. Settle the wreckage. Yup. Well, we get our lands. That's a thing-ish. I guess we play Ronas. We do have to beat the counters, is the problem. That pirate list is... I'm still so confused how this works. I gotta look over the list when I have a minute. Alright, opponent goes up to 10. Alright, do we win? No. Oh, we're gonna lose now. We can hit for 9? 9? The comedy of errors. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. You know they got a second approach in hand. They just gotta. Opponent goes to 1. Regisar is not lethal. Regisar itself doesn't have haste. It only gives other dinosaurs haste. So he'd hit for 8 with Regisar, turning on Ronas and the token. Opponent passes. Well, maybe we'll still sneak out the win. Sheltered Thicket, enters tapped. Well, go attacking. Vraska's Contempt. What do we do? I think we gotta try it. They probably have a counter to go with it. Counter? No counter? They haven't... Yep, there's the counter. Yep, sure. Play Sheltered Thicket, pass the turn. We don't get to slam Chandra because we don't have the mana for it. Opponent glimmers. I mean, our opponent goes up to 3, so Chandra wouldn't be lethal if we didn't... After Vraska's Contempt resolved. Opponent has Hostage Taker. Alright. Oh, goodness, we got there. We got there. Wow. Well, this is game 2, but we pulled it out. Hostage Taker's sweet sideboard tech, but... Glorybringer, now we're the ones with the 2 Glorybringers. It's always the second Glorybringer. Every single time, the second one. And I guess we exert just to, like, send the message that you can't hostage taker us. Can't take our dinos hostage. We don't negotiate with terrorists. We Glorybring your hostage takers. Oh, boy. Alright, well, we could sneak out the 2-3. We could. It's a thing that could happen. Run it back. Well, our opponent didn't know we were a Glorybringer deck. Yeah, it seems like it would be hard to take a dinosaur hostage in real life. Even if they weren't extinct. Is Ronos a dino since he's a big reptile? Probably. I mean, kinda. Dino God? Maybe we'll get Dino Gods in Rivals of Ixalan. That's true. Our win came thanks to the double Glorybringer, not our dinosaurs. Although our dinosaurs were in our deck and on the battlefield at some points. Actually, no, that's not true because it was the turn 2 Drover, turn 3 Deathgorge Scavenger that hit our opponent for like 13 damage or something, 12 damage, 14 damage, a big chunk of damage. So our dinosaurs were actually pretty important there. And then Emrakul comes back, riding on a smuggler's copter. Icy Doc for the 5th month in a row. Love your content. Sad to see you leave Commander Clash, but Tomer should keep things interesting. Well, thank you, Icy Doc, and welcome back to the Fishbowl. And I'm sure I will be returning to the Commander Clash. I definitely intend to return to Commander Clash. So it's more of a break than a real leaving. Well, Oasis Goo. Ikagori Weaver, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Well, get down, Drover, the mightiest of drovers. Pesitard. Yeah, Tom has a little bit of Jake Salt in him sometimes. Man, the good old days. If you've never seen the original Commander Clash season... Still one of my favorite Commander Clash seasons. Although, we've had a lot of good seasons, but... Or a lot of seasons that I liked. But, yeah. Salty Jake was the best. He would sometimes just go silent. And, those were the best times. You knew Jake was really mad. He would just shut off his mic for like 10 minutes and quietly seethe. Probably because we always tried to kill him first, for no real reason. Counterspells. Well, play a forest. Yeah, let's just Ripjaw. If they counter it, we gotta counter out of their hand. Alright, there's a counter. Ripjaw is not that great in this matchup anyway, since we're never really going to get enraged triggers. Pass the turn. Jake was very good at politics. He was a good commander player. Fauna passes. More scavengers. Well, play Sheltered Thicket. Play Scavenger. Yeah, we'll gain the life. Might as well. Not that our life total is especially relevant in this matchup, but the problem with just dumping our hand too much is we know our opponent's playing a ton of Wraths. So I'm a little worried about just overextending too much into the Wraths. So we got to try to like kind of pick and choose our spots a bit. Yeah, I mean, Dinosaurs and Pirates, I guess, does kind of invite the Hearthstone comparison. Opponent glimmers. Oh, man. Oh, Tomer got so mad at Tom yesterday. Tom actually was being a little, oh, Lord. Huh, okay. That's a Scarab God. And it looks like our opponent will go unpunished. Well, we play Ronas. So I think we added another card to our we can't beat it list. How do we ever beat a Scarab God? So our list has been Bristling Hydra, only the key card of Temur Energy, the most popular deck in the format. Verdurous Gearhulk, only the key card of Green-Black Energy, another popular deck in the format. And the Scarab God, which is just played in every deck. Yeah, I don't know how we kill it though. We don't really have ways of killing it, unfortunately. But then so we attack, we pump the dinosaur. Our opponent just takes one and replays Scarab God, and we just do that again and again. Is that the plan? Huh. That's true. Not every deck, but a lot of decks. Does that plan even work, though? Like, is 1 damage really worth our opponent 5 mana, basically? I guess is what we get out of it. 1 damage is 5 mana for our creature. Maybe we just gotta dump our hand and hope they don't have a Wrath? I don't... Let's just pass. At least there's no creatures in the graveyard. Next turn, we can potentially attack with Ronas. I mean, right now there's no creatures in the graveyard, so Scarab God isn't doing anything yet. Which is the kind of good news. Yeah, we do need to fight and remove it. I just don't know if we have a way of the cards to let us do that. So opponent passes. Sheltered Thicket. Well, Pump Scavenger. Now we might as well go for it. Like, the situation is not going to get better. And at least we can try to use the second Scavenger. It loses to counters very hard, and very likely our opponent has a counter, but we can't really... I mean, we're not going to win the long game against Scarab God. So go attacking. Opponent blocks. We hit our opponent for a bit of damage. Down to 11. Scarab God triggers. Now we attempt to run out this Death Gorge Scavenger, but odds of it resolving are pretty small. Scavenger. But that's only a semi-line we have. There's the counter. Yup. Oh boy. So that means Scarab God is coming back. I don't think we can Ramenomp. We can do 4 with Ramenomp Ruins. Opponent opts. Yeah, we don't have Savage Stomp in our deck anymore. The Scarab God, I think, seems to be a sideboard card. They went through a lot of their deck without us seeing any creatures. Yeah, I haven't been super impressed with Dinosaurs tonight either, unfortunately. Not that I'm ready to write them off completely, but haven't been overly impressed. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I mean, I guess all we can do is double pump attack. I think very possible we're time walking ourselves, but there's not really another option. So pump. Go attacking. Hope our opponent, they gotta have Settle the Wreckage. They didn't even replay Scarab God. There's Settle the Wreckage. So we get some lands. Pass the turn. Yeah, Ripjaw Raptor's good, but I don't know if you really need to be a dinosaur deck. That's what I'm thinking, is maybe it's not so much a dinosaur deck, but maybe Ripjaw Raptor just shows up in, you play like a good Abzan or Jund mid-range deck or something like that. Maybe that's the right spot for the dinos. Well, I mean, we can attack with Glorybringer. The problem is they can double reanimate Deathgorge scavengers. Oh, God. Yeah, and that's the game. So, Dinosaurs with the dino-sized disappointment. Good God. Well, we tried tribe number one. Tribe number one has been tried, and yikes. Dinosaurs, so far, need some work, I think we'll say. We can't really afford to play like our opponent has anything there. We're so incredibly far behind. Our only realistic chance for winning the game is that they just don't have it. So I think there are situations where you want to attack with less creatures because of Settle the Wreckage, but when we know our opponent has Scarab God in hand and we're essentially just dead when they cast it, our only shot for winning the game is that they like misplayed, didn't actually have Settle the Wreckage, wanted a glimmer of genius or something, pulled from tomorrow's. That was like our literal only out for having any chance in the game. So I think in that scenario, attacking with two is just the only option. But I think you're definitely right that there are situations where, because of Settle the Wreckage, you want to think about how many creatures you're attacking with. And there's Carnage Tyrant. Would have been good a few days ago. And that's the end for the dinos. So, yikes. You can get Magic Online if you go to mtgo.com. So, well, we gave dinos a shot. The dinos ended up 1-4. And honestly, we started off thinking, okay, our opponents are running well. But by the end of our league, I pretty much felt like dinos were not very good. It feels like some of the things that seem sweet, like Regisar Alpha, after seeing our opponent Glorybringer us into oblivion, is it really better than playing Glorybringer? That was one of the things that stood out. Our dinosaurs seem big until there's a Bristling Hydra or a Verdurous Gear Hulk, and then they're not very big. So I think I'm going back to I think the next time I play Dinosaurs, I want to play a straight-up ramp deck. That's where I want to be. I don't want to necessarily... We might still have, like, Ripjaw Raptors because it's a good blocker. But I think the next Dinosaur deck that I play, I want it to be the to be the big dinosaur deck, trying to use like Hour of Promise and stuff like that to ramp into the Wrath Dino and stuff like that. So that's the next place I plan on going with dinosaurs. Of course, the other thing is it's super early, so maybe this list is just not ideal. I know I played a couple games with the list earlier, and it felt like it just absolutely crushed Ramenop Red. So it's possible that the person that 5-0'd the league just ran into the good matchups where you run into Ramenop Red and Grixis Control that can't beat Carnage Tyrant, and it went really well. So, I don't know. So I think that there's still hope for dinosaurs, but this league was definitely not encouraging about their immediate future in the format. Hello from the US, Panjewel. King Lumpy. It really depends. You can buy tier standard decks for maybe $50 on the lowest end, up to, geez, a couple $100 on the highest end for the most expensive. So that's kind of the range if your goal is to buy a tier 1 standard deck. So I would look at that. Anyway, that does it for our league with dinosaurs. The kids are going hungry. The dinosaurs have gone extinct. We have been betrayed. Good thing is we will definitely experiment more with dinosaurs. And even though this went well, it could just be that this exact list wasn't where it needs to be, that it could be tuned. Definitely got to try Dino Ramp Deck and stuff like that. So I think that that's, there's still things to explore with dinosaurs. So don't let this league get you too down on them. Good news is, because we wrapped up early enough, it means that we get to end with a game of Momir tonight. So let's pull up the Momir list. Momir list. At the top of the list, we got Apes of Wrath, followed by Murray NYC, followed by Counter Cleric, Spam Dude, Cool Fizz, Draken Vulture, 595-902-413, Mage Knight, Taco Cat, and Stony Baloney. So at the top of the list is Apes of Wrath. Are you playing the big copy the draw 7 list? Maybe at some point. Not tonight, but that is something that maybe we'll make for the future, brew for the future. Lore-wise, do you think we'll see Garrick again? I expect that we'll see Garrick again. I don't know why we wouldn't. Will Fatal Push's price drop, or should I buy them at 7 a playset? There will or are, I guess, the promos entering the market, so they might go down a little, but I don't expect them to crash. They are super popular in Modern. They are super popular in Standard, so I think your best hope would be at Rotation, and even then, the Modern demand is so high that I'm not even sure that anything is going to drop afterwards. I don't know about doing 4-way Momir. I think at some point we'll do 4-way Momir, but I don't think we're going to do 4-way Momir tonight. If it feels like a bit of work. See ya, you soon. So who do we got for Momir? Nobody? Nobody on the Momir list wants to Momir? That would be the first time ever. Apes of Wrath, Murray NYC, Counter Cleric, Spam Dude, Cool Fizz, Drake and Vulture, 595-902-413, Mage Knight, Taco Cat, and of course, Stony Baloney. Alright, Cool Fizz, send me a challenge. Oh wait, Counter Cleric. Counter Cleric's number 3. That is ahead of Cool Fizz. Well, I guess Cool Fizz, or I'm sorry, I guess Counter Cleric. Sorry, Cool Fizz. Send me a challenge, Counter Cleric. I feel like you are at the top of the list today. So I'm going to pull up the Momir late. All right, let's do a quick 30-second break while I'm getting challenged for our Momir match. Hey, Maples Magic, welcome and congratulations on your impending marriage. That's exciting. And hello to future wife Courtney. Congratulations and best wishes with your marriage. That's awesome. All right, quick 30-second break, and then we'll be back for Momir. All right, and we're back and ready for some Momir action. And congratulations, Vermet. Promotions are always nice. So, Planeswalker Tribal. Oh, I forgot to pull up the Momir lay. Hang on. Momir lay. So, Planeswalker Tribal is really interesting. Gideon Tribal is sweet. Liliana Tribal was better than I expected it to be. So I think it is probably worth trying out other ones. At the top of my list, I think is Chandra, because Blood Moons, and I mean, you can't really go wrong with Blood Moons. But I think Chandra Tribal has potential. I think that maybe like Garrick, potentially, in a weird way. The problem with Garrick is it ramps, but you have to ramp into non-Garrick cards, so I'm not sure exactly how you would build Garrick Tribal. Jace definitely has a good enough curve and enough potential to be a tribal deck, but it doesn't protect itself as well. The other Planeswalkers, Sorin is like borderline. Ajani is rough because it only deals with creatures, or primarily deals with creatures. So if you just play a whole bunch of Ajanis, you're going to run into... the Priest is actually decent 2-drop for the late game. Stop big dragons and stuff. But, yeah. Ajanis need too many creatures, I think, to really work as a tribal deck. Sorin is sweet, but the curve is clunky. It's all 4 and 6 drops, I believe. So it's hard to really build tribal without a better curve. Exile Doomsayer. Morphoser. All morphs cost 2 more. Back when they used to just hose set mechanics super hard. This was a morph set. Ultimate Morphoser. Elspeth Tribal also has potential. I think Elspeth Tribal could actually work. Oh, we finished up our Dino League. I'll change the title so everyone knows. Opponent, skipping their 3-drop. Nicole Bolas Tribal, yeah, there's what, 2 and then the Planeswalker deck one? They're very expensive, though. It would be sweet to have them both on the battlefield at the same time, though. Illusory Demon. Ooh. 3/4, ooh. That's actually super good. You never cast a spell in Momir. So it's just a 3/4 flyer for 3. That's actually really good. The old 1-card tribal. One just card. Opponent taps. Yeah, I don't think you can have a tribal deck with only one of the Planeswalker. That doesn't seem like tribal. Opponent. Going with the 4-drop. Can they beat our flyer is the big question. Let me see. Woo, woo, woo. Opponent gets Enigma Eidolon. Sack it, mill for 3. Never comes back because it's a token. Blue-red Atog. Ooh, Crackdown Construct. Spicy. Opponent passes. $5 donation from Maple Magic. Will you say Evan is a potato? This is Courtney. Well, thank you for the donation. And I don't know why I'm saying it, but Evan is a potato. Most definitely a potato is Evan. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. Oh, Haunted Wumpus. Oh, all right. Man, we're hitting all the things that would have huge drawbacks. What is up with that thing's head? Is that an elephant body with a furry dinosaur head? Who did that art? What were they thinking? I mean, I don't know what Wumpus is. Probably you're all going to be like, oh, Wumpus is a real thing and it looks exactly like that. But what is going on with that creature? Yeah. Well, we'll get in with our demon for 4. Is the Wumpus this top part and it's being hunted by the elephant? Is that what's happening? I don't understand. Yeah, it does look like there was someone did an elephant art, and then like Mark Rosewater was like, "Oh, we need a Wumpus," and like clipped this out of something and just pasted it on the head. It was like charging elephant, but they never used the art. Opponent gets a Guardian of the Great Conduit. Has reach. Does not quite. Oh, that's a Planeswalker deck card. Does not stop our Illusory Demon though. Opponent's leaving up the mana for the tap action. A Wumpus is actually an elephant that has killed a beast and is wearing its face as a trophy. That makes perfect sense. Okay, I got it now. Silly me. I didn't realize that it was a real thing. Well, on second thought, they nailed it. That's exactly it. Screeching Seaclaw. The whole 5 mana Squadron Hawk, essentially. There's like equipment matter decks. There's also like the Cauldra equipment, or equipment that kind of like you try to get all of them and they do something more powerful. So that's like kind of equipment tribal. Also like SRAM or Pure Steel Paladin decks are sort of equipment tribal. There's Kemba is a creature that wants a lot of equipment on it to do stuff. So I don't know if you'd consider it tribal, but it kind of is. I mean, I think that would be fair to consider some of those decks tribal in their own way. Scoops Wumpus tokens. I will suggest that. Are there Wumpus tokens? I still want to do just like Scoops the Surf token, my favorite token. That token's so sweet. Opponent. Gluttonous Zombie. Not as good as our Wumpus. It is big though. I'm a senior film major, and for my final project, I'm doing a documentary on MTG and the content creators and how much work and dedication they put towards their work to help the community, and I would like you to be one of those creators I focus on. If you're interested, I could email you more details. Well, definitely send me an email. That's super awesome, Mikey M. Yes, saffronolive at mtggoldfish.com. Send me an email and let me know what you're thinking. That's super cool. Let's make a 6-drop. Yawgmoth's Demon, flying first strike, beating your upkeep, you may sack an artifact. If you don't tap it, it does 2 damage to you. So this is just like our own personal sulfuric vortex. That's fun. Hooray. Cauldra Scoops token could be spicy. Well, that makes up for some of our good hits, because that is like an actively bad card to have. Should I play Green-Red Energy or Green-Red Dinos at F&M tomorrow? So, Green-Red Energy if you're trying to win. Or Teamer Energy if you're trying to win. Green-Red Dinos if you just want sweet, sweet Kaladesh cards. And I think Dinos can still be more competitive than they looked on our stream tonight. So, I wouldn't let it turn you off to Dinos 100%. But, I think you will win more if you go with Teamer Energy. Alright, we'll kill the reach thing. So we can start getting in with our Screaming Seahawk. Make 1-drops to go for Thraben Inspector. So just try to get a Thraben Inspector. Actually, we could make 0-drops. 0-drops have a lot of artifacts. So if we wanted to go Yawgmoth Demon, man, that would be a janky way to win. But it could work. A free Weaponsmith gives something +4/+3. I mean, if our opponent attacks, we can also just block with this turn and get it off the table. What deck would you suggest for Pauper on Moto? My goal is to win as much as possible so I can try to go infinite. Well, I'm sure there are much better people to ask about Pauper than me, because out of all the formats in Pauper, the one I probably play the least, definitely play the least, is Pauper. Out of all the formats on Magic Online, I think I said that backwards. The one I play the least is Pauper. But you could take a look on the Goldfish metagame page. Personally, I would probably play something that had Muldrifter or one of the Ninja of Deep Hours type decks. My favorite deck is Dimir Control. It is super slow, though, and if your goal is to go infinite, I don't think it's your best one because the matches take so long that it would actually be harder to get in enough matches to go infinite. So if your goal is to make as much as possible, I would look for aggro. Green Stompy is near the top of the meta. Affinity is near the top of the meta. Is It Delver's near the top of the meta. So I'd probably pick Kuldotha Boros, I guess, is at the top of the meta too. So I'd probably pick one of those aggro decks and go that way. But I just don't know enough about Pauper to give you super good advice as far as the exact meta. Vagrant Plowbeast regenerates big things. Now we just need the Buttasaur. Opponent taps down our Illusory Demon. Okay. Well, we get to Screech in for 2. This Doomsayer has been doing a good job preventing all the morphs. If this came into play face down, gotcha. 7 mana, you're never flipping that. Mono Blue Control maybe. Yeah, I really like the Dimir Control deck. That was the deck when I did play Pauper somewhat regularly. That was my favorite one. You win by, like, eventually capsize locking your opponent. Oh, man, that is good fun, fair magic. Just counter everything, draw some extra cards, kill the stuff that slips through. Eventually, you get enough mana where you're like, oh, I'll capsize 2 of your lands this turn. And then eventually, oh, I'll capsize 3 of your lands every turn. And you just get the flawless victory. It takes you like 50 minutes to win a match. You almost time out, but oh boy, so much fun. So that's how I like playing Pauper. But if your goal is to go infinite and win as much as possible, I think it's a competitive deck. It is just too slow to go on that plan with. Bad 8 drops. Meosian of Cleansing Fire. We really need... You don't like the capsize lock, Jay Zoller? I thought you'd be into that. That sounds right up your alley. Get in with our stuff. White-black Pauper Zombies. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I'm sure that the blue-black control deck is miserable to play against. Because it does not win fast. So, you know, it's one of those decks. I think that's why I scoop so early. Because I like to play decks like that. So when I see my control opponent that has like 7 cards in hand, but no real threats, and I have an empty board, I'm just like, I'm done. I know how this goes. Like, yes, we could probably play this game for like 40 more turns, but I know the end result is not good for me. Pass the turn. Inside Out combo is still a thing, I believe. Unless people have figured out how to beat it. It was. Is it not anymore? It's still there, but it slipped down in the metagame a little bit. So people must have figured out some answers. So it's down like to tier 2 right now. But it's still a deck. I have a Mardu enter the battlefield deck, which is sweet but very grindy. I like very grindy decks. Angel of Retribution actually shuts down our air offensive. We just need a good 8-drop here before we die to this Yawgmoth Demon. Come on, good 8-drop. Ooh, alright, that kind of works. Except our opponent can tap it. Our opponent's just going to stay on 7 drops. Mono Black was the best deck in Pauper for a long time. I played that deck at 1.2 a while ago. There are no 14 drops. Never make a 14 drop in Momir. You get nothing for your mana. Pass the turn. Did anyone find out what a Wumpus was? Or if the pirate deck exists? Those are the 2 big questions we have remaining. Elder Landworm from our opponent. Defender Trample. When it blocks, it loses Defender. 5/5 for 7. Not very good. Wumpus is a key piece to the Legacy Pirate deck. Oh, our 2 mysteries are entwined. Aha. Alright, let's make it another 8-drop. Alright, we're getting there. Sooner or later, we're just going to overwhelm our opponent with these flyers and get past this Guardian Priest. Oh, it's ripping apart. Okay. So Wumpus is sort of real. Kind of. So I think next turn we win if our opponent doesn't hit a flyer. Sir Wumpsalot. You can make a 10-drop and make Ulamog, but we'd have to skip a couple turns to get enough mana. And I think we're just going to win this game without doing that, but sometimes that is the right strategy. Oh, Kamigawa. 7 mana 4/4 Menace with Soul Shift. The dinosaurs were they left us hanging a bit. On my turn, why don't we make a 0-drop? Well, because we don't even have a turn. I don't know if that's really a good strategy. Trying to untap our 6/6, I don't know if that's better than just making 8 drops, which are mostly better than Yawgmoth Demon anyway. Google says that Wumpus is a fictional character that hides in a digital grid and gives you only a few chances to find him. Huh. A mysterious monster that lurked deep inside the network of rooms from an old computer game based on a simple hide-and-seek format. Oh man, did you ever play Spy vs. Spy? I don't know why I thought of that. Someone said old computer games on the, Commodore 64. Spy vs. Spy was good times. Give me an overrated, underused commander card, and I'll feature it in my MTG Stocks article. Overrated and underused? Wait, 2 different cards? One that's overrated and one that's underused? Or overrated and underused? Yeah, Spy vs. Spy was so sweet. I kind of want to... Maybe we got to do a Marble Madness stream. We got to do a Spy vs. Spy stream. Salty Hearthstone stream. There's a lot of things on our stream list that we'll probably never actually do, but... Ooh, that's pretty good. 2/2 Shadow, essentially. 12-turn clock. Okay, underrated commander card. Jeez. Putting me on the spot. What's an underrated commander card? It's got to probably got to draw cards. I'm probably a bad person to ask this because I play everything. I'd be like, oh, you should definitely play more Bio Visionaries. Alright, we played last. Alright, we can make a 3-drop then. Yes, play your unknown battleground. The crawling around stream. Hit our opponent. We played Dinosaurs. It didn't go super spectacularly. How does this work? It can't block if defending player controls an untapped creature power 2 or less. Oh, it can't attack. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of downside to get a Grizzly Bear. Now every color, it seems, gets Grizzly Bears with upside. Blade Tribe Berserkers. Definitely played some of these in Scars Limited. Probably shouldn't have, but I definitely did. A Hill Giant with upside. It's not that bad. 4-drop equal. Oh, Marchesa the Black Rose! Wait, so Dethrone. Whenever this creature attacks the player with the most life or tied for the most life, put a counter on it. Other creatures have Dethrone. When a creature you control with a +1/+1... Oh. Oh, that's so not exciting. It does literal nothing. It's just a Hill Giant. Oh, I was so excited. I guess it's good if our opponent ever gets us low on life, then it does stuff. Play a 0-drop on your first turn of Momir since you skip 1. 1 in 7 chance of getting a 1/1. Yeah, but getting a 1/1 isn't very helpful in Momir. The reason to play, I think unless the math has changed since I last calculated, you're 1 in 11 to get Dryad Arbor. And Dryad Arbor is absurd. So you get like, what is that, 9% chance roughly of getting a Dryad Arbor. And if you get a Dryad Arbor, ooh, man, we're getting all the spice. Deep Glow Skate. I still want to build a deck around Deep Glow Skate. Well, thank you, Visor Gaming. I punted hard one game at pre-release and thought of you. Is that what I am to all of you? I'm the person you think of when you punt at your F&M or at your pre-release? Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that I can make everyone feel better about their punts. There's no shame in punting. As long as you're having fun. People were pretty mad about my punting, apparently, with the Liliana deck. And we went forward 4 out of 5. We won. And people were still, very unhappy. One of them was pretty bad, because I guess I should have reanimated a Gray Merchant and we would have won, but... yeah, I think we're okay with taking the damage. Deep Glow Panharmonicon. Also Venser, just Deep Glow, Venser, Panharmonicon. Oh man, I wish the commander cards were legal in Modern. That would make my life so much easier. There's so many sweet commander cards I want to do against the odds with. Ooh. When this creature enters the battlefield or transform. Well, it has Dethrone. I guess it's pretty sweet on the Solteri Trooper. Never flips, unfortunately. Ulrich, I just can't forget about you. Talk about disappointment. Oh, thank you, Mikey M. I will probably get to it tomorrow. I'll try to read it, respond to you. Get in. So there's some commander cards that wouldn't be safe in Modern. True Name is the poster child for it. Toxic Deluge may be too good. Although, that's more debatable. Toxic Deluge probably actually may be fine. But I can see arguments for it. But a lot of the cards would be sweet. And I don't think that Commander loses that much if they just don't print True Name Nemesis. Like, is that the end of the world if that wasn't in a Commander deck? It seems like the greater good of having sweet Commander cards in Modern so I can play against odds with them outweighs the downside of not having True Name Nemesis in Magic. Flusterstorm actually might be good in Modern. Storm is pretty popular right now. Maybe that's the kind of card we actually could use in Modern. Storm is actually getting pretty annoying. Storm is definitely... I would not be surprised if Storm gets banned again. It's not like dominating or anything, but Wizards hate Storm. They're gonna ban it. I'm pretty convinced. I don't know what they banned, but yeah, I mean that's another option. Would be not having Modern Masters be only Modern legal cards. It would be awesome if they could print new cards. That would make me love Modern Masters so much more. I mean, Modern Masters is still awesome, but could you imagine if they... even if it was just a few slots, 20 almost like Commander, like a 50 cards, let's say, out of a Modern Masters set were actually new cards. So you had 50 new cards along with all the good reprints. Ooh, Tishana is a pretty good way to get up to Emeralds and so forth. That's pretty sweet. That's a pretty conditional counter spell. Probably the biggest reason not to put Flusterstorm on in Modern is it is pretty miserable on Magic Online. You can't really tell what you're lining the copies onto, which makes things awkward sometimes, and occasionally leads to people losing games they should win. Usually you stick with Mountains and Swamps for 2 reasons. To avoid negative abilities the opponent can get, landwalk abilities, for example. Also because Black and Red has the best activated abilities. Abilities that actually kill creatures and so forth. Man, we might actually just be able to go all the way with this Solteri Trooper. Darksteel Gargoyle's not the worst. At least it blocks well. I can't believe Tomer never played Momir before. It seems exactly up his alley. You get to see crazy old cards. It's kind of fun and casual. It seems like a format that Tomer would really like. So I was kind of surprised that he had never played it before. I don't know about banning gifts. I hope that gifts isn't banned because I actually think it's cool to have like gifts reanimator or even just be able to play gifts in control decks for value. So I like the fair gift deck. So I would be sad if gifts got banned because of that. Past in Flames would really hurt Storm. Maybe kill Storm. Pestilence Demon actually stops our Solteri Trooper. Does that make us lose? Well, we could hit something good here, I guess. But it definitely might. Ban Grape Shot. Yeah, that that would also kill Storm. For some reason, they never ban the actual Storm cards. They ban the rituals, is what they traditionally have banned. Okay, Tombstalker is a flyer. Well, hit our opponent for 2. This Pestilence Demon, though. Put a limit on the Storm counter, so like max Storm is like 10 or something. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Storm could work with just empty. I think you could still try it, but it would definitely be a much fairer deck. Because people would have a turn to deal with your goblins. Ratchet Bomb beats you. Engineered explosives, etc. Yeah, I guess Reservoir would be a possibility. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. Yeah, I mean, it is like the Artifact Tendrils. But that does also lose to, like, Stony Silence, so I think it would still make the deck weaker, obviously, but that might be a possibility to try to slot that in. Yeah, if they banned either one of the mana creatures, I almost think they would ban Electromancer over Brawl, just because Brawl is newer and a rare. So if they were going to ban one, it would make the deck much less consistent if they only had Brawl, since it's legendary, and they wouldn't have 8 copies in their deck anymore. Past in Flames would... that might just straight up kill the deck. I think Past in Flames is pretty close to Grape Shot in terms of if you want Storm to just not be a deck, I think Past in Flames Grape Shot just straight up kill it. If you ban other stuff, Storm is going to get worse. It's going to drop down a bunch of tiers and maybe be unplayable, but there's still some chance, ooh, it survives. I don't know if this is good or bad for me. Oh, actually good if we live this turn. Okay, 7, we block here. Yeah, this is a good example of why you don't play Islands. Although this makes everything Islands, but this abilities like that. Yeah, being legendary would really hurt. If they only had Brawl as their creature accelerant. Yeah, banning empty would knock it down a little bit, but I don't think it hurts it that much. It makes it more susceptible to surgical extractions and stuff like that, so it definitely does make it worse. But much less of an impact compared to Grape Shot or something. Yeah, Storm players seem excited about opting. No, I think Modern is in a good place. I just think Storm will be banned because Wizards ban Storm even when it's bad and always when it's good. So I wouldn't be surprised if they ban a Storm card, not because Modern is unhealthy or anything, just to like stick it to Storm, because Wizards has a tendency to do that to Storm. But I think Modern is still in a pretty good place. I'm fairly happy with Modern. I'm glad that the ban Death Shadow thing seems to have died down a bit. I was never on board with that. I always thought people were overreacting a bit with trying to ban Death Shadow. That's a not great 10-drop. Not that it matters, because we get to storm in, and we got the GGs. Thank you so much for the game. Definitely appreciate it. Good game, good game, good game. Oh, and now we just attack with our Storm Tide for the win. I wouldn't be surprised if they hit Panza, too. Huh. I hadn't considered that possibility. Yeah, Manamorphose, man, it's so funny. I mean, one thing we learned over and over again is spells that are free just tend to not be fair. I mean, they banned Gitaxian Probe. Manamorphose is in a similar space, where it's just a free card that does a weird little thing, doesn't cost you a card, doesn't cost you mana. We see Street Wraith being very heavily played as essentially the same thing. It literally does nothing except lose you life, but it doesn't cost you a card, it doesn't cost you mana. So I think that we've just learned that those cards are generally, even if they look really bad, they generally end up being pretty good to too good, basically. Yeah, I'm excited for Modern Pro Tour. I'm definitely super excited about it. It will be very interesting to see what comes out. And we're not that far away. It's the Winter Pro Tour, and we're definitely getting there, so. Oh, well, I think that does it for tonight. So, Dinosaurs, meh. We'll definitely revisit Dinosaurs in some form or another. I'm very confident. Momir, super sweet. Good game again, by the way. So, anyway, let's do some reminders on the way out the door. Of course, if you want to check out this stream or any of the old streams, head over to the MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube. Normal YouTube, if you missed Liliana Tribal Against the Odds, that went up last night. We also have Commander Clash, a video from the live stream going up tomorrow. All the normal stuff, Much Brew featuring Boggles on Sunday. Ixalan Budget Magic starting on Monday, so keep an eye out for all that stuff. Also, Zach Jesse's first article on Goldfish going up in a couple hours on the Goldfish site. And the merch page, so if you want to pick up some t-shirts or playmats or any of that stuff, including the new Get Rex t-shirt, make sure to check that out to support the stream and the channel and the site. So anyway, everyone, that does it for tonight. So we're done streaming this week. We'll be back on Tuesday with another one. We got to feed the kids. The kids are starving, so hopefully we'll do some winning on Tuesday. Anyway, have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the first release weekend of Ixalan. If you're opening some packs or boxes, good luck to you. Thanks to everyone who donated. Thanks to everyone who... Did I say Zach Jesse? I meant Zach Elsick if I said Zach Jesse. But thanks to everyone who donated. Thanks to everyone who also subscribed. And thanks to everyone who just hung out. So have a wonderful evening. You all are amazing. It's always fun, even when we're getting crushed with dinosaurs. So have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.